Well, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Shall y'all come on in the room? Come on in the room. Jesus is my doctor.
What you say?
Y'all know Uncle Mister is in the back. So we're gonna have one of them shows tonight that we're gonna cut up. We're gonna have a good time. And then we're gonna get on up out of here. How y'all doing tonight? Huh? What's going on, Regina? Regina. Um, Let me see. I got so much going on right now, y'all. Give me a thumbs up, y'all, if y'all can hear this. Can y'all hear the music in the background? What's going on, Mr. King? Yes, child. I'm trying to wait. Um, I'm killing some time because I'm waiting for my baby to come on in the room. He ain't came on in the room, so y'all know I'm sitting up here. I'm trying to be all painted and cute and stuff. And I said I'm just gonna sit up here for just a few minutes, and we just gonna do it. Roll call. Who's in the house? I got like 10 or 15 of y'all that's watching, but I only have 3 likes. So what's going on, y'all? You know, trying to be all sophisticated and stuff. Y'all know I'm back, and this is the last show for the New Year's. Well, for the old year, we getting ready for the New Year's, and the New Year's is gonna be something spectacular. So, without further ado, y'all, let me let y'all hear this because this is the magnitude of a person that's gonna be coming in tonight just to lay some not only spiritual knowledge, but let me just let you hear this from his own mouth, because when I tell you this child's got a voice on him, let me just let y'all listen. Hold on. Just listen to this just 1 second.
On the lights and turn down the bed. Turn down these voices that are inside my head. Lay down with me and tell me no lies. Just hold me close and don't patronize. Don't patronize. 'Cause I can't make you love me if you don't.
So if y'all ain't together, I don't understand what the problem is if y'all ain't together already. But y'all know we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get the show started because he should be popping in here at any minute, you know what I'm saying? And we just gonna get this done. But for y'all that are new to the show, welcome in because the chat with Divine starts right now. So yes, Regina, I got you, baby. Just hit me up. So what can I say? This person has been um thank you, baby. What can I say? This person has been an inspiration to me. This person has been on Maddie in the Morning, um, popular TV show, was one of the head guest judges on there for Do You Want the Smoke? And outside of doing that, he does his own music, singer songwriter, backup singer, um, composer, inspirational speaker. I mean, you can catch a little bit of all his stuff on his YouTube channel, his Instagrams. Like, not only is spiritual, but a motivator. Not only a motivator, but a singer. Not only a singer, but, you know, carving his own way in his own lane. So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and help me welcome to the stage the one and only Mr. Lyric Music. Y'all ready for him? Cause here he come. Hey, baby.
I love wow. I'm so happy to be on the show.
I'm so glad to have you here. I really am.
Excited. How are you?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
I'm blessed. I'm busy, child.
Hey, in the words of Kelly Price, blessed in books.
Period.
Thank you. But all the moderators, make sure y'all are taking a loop and everything that I asked y'all to loop throughout the course of the show. Welcome. Before we get started, I always like to try to ask beforehand is what are the proper pronouns to address you?
He, whatever you want to call me, baby. I'm not non-binary. Look. Whatever.
I did see a couple pictures with some
I get a little beautiful every now and then.
I did see you with a couple 22 inches or more. So,
Mr. Steven Style or Mrs. Steven Styles.
So, I just wanted to make sure that we was, doing everything the appropriate way because, I don't want no flack from your management team talking about that, we done let you our baby, took our baby over there and call him everything but a child of God, You know how some people is, you know what I'm saying?
Like that, the industry's crazy, trust me, I know.
So tell us a little bit about you. I'm gonna start like this. Where are you from originally?
I'm originally from Oklahoma City. I moved to Nashville, Tennessee, right around like age of 6. So I basically say, I'm a Nashvilleian.
Mm-hmm.
I moved here when I was like 6, and I love it. I had a lot of different opportunities. I basically got off into the industry when I was like around 16. My family's very musical. Gospel was heavy when I was, growing up. Like I was heavy into gospel music. Did my first, got my first major opportunity to write some songs. They didn't get placed, but for Monica, wrote some songs for Keisha Cole. But I got from that opportunity, I got to work with Imani Entertainment, which is Keisha Cole's record label, which was her record label back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And I was close to a deal. Didn't work out, but I met a lot of different people and stuff like that. And ever since then, I've been running hard.
Yeah, people don't understand. Like there is not only there's a gift behind the words that you're saying because you just don't realize. Whenever I get up and after I started following you and stuff, and we were communicating and everything off of IG, when waking up and hearing my kings and queens quotes and stuff in the morning, like that just does something for me. Like you don't understand, like people don't realize when you're going through things and you are one of those strong friends that don't like to share with people. You know what I'm saying? It does something to you to get a accolade to let you know that hey, today's going to be okay.
That's true. And honestly, that's what made me start Motivation, because I didn't have a lot of people in my corner. And what a lot of people don't understand, I was going through so much, like especially with doing Maddie in the Morning. Not Maddie in the Morning, but Do You Want the Smoke? I did Do You Want the Smoke? I didn't believe in myself. I didn't believe I was talented. None of that. I was going through all kind of identity issues. And, I'm thankful for that opportunity because it allowed me to kind of search myself and look within myself. And, that's what led me. Doing her show led me to do, I went to therapy during that time. And that's what led me into motivation and meditation. And, I just felt like, my mom always told me that if you're lacking something, give it.
Mm-hmm.
And I always wanted to be supported. I always wanted love. And I was like, you know what? If I want that, I'm going to give that to the world.
Well, a lot of people said, and I can agree with you on that. A lot of people sit and think that with me, as far as like, you didn't know what I was doing as far as the intro with you or whatever like that. You just like
amazing.
But I sat at home today, and my gift to, my people that come on here, I may not monetarily be able to, give you the funds that I want to give you or make sure that you have. But, my gift to you that I can take and give to you is a different perspective on how I see you. You know what I'm saying? So me taking and snatching pictures that I thought embodied who you are to me, because every person is different to a different person in their own right. You know what I'm saying?
Like, people, what you did, it solidified where I'm headed. I thank you for that, because we had to learn to give people their flowers while they're still here. We don't do that often. We don't do that often, and showing people how much they're appreciated. And I have to say to you, Queen, I appreciate you for this opportunity, to speak on your show and also vibe with you. You like family.
And I thank you, and I receive that. I really do. And I want to share something with you if I can. Oh God, I'm sorry. This is about you. This is not about me. But thank you for accepting and coming through. Because, I got discouraged and stuff too. And I don't wear it well. People don't understand it well. I hide it and conceal it very well, but people that are very close to me, they can notice and notice the shift or whatever like that. So with you solidifying and coming through and doing what you're doing, and not only that, but like I said, the speaks and stuff in the morning time, I feel like a lot of times they're just outreaches for me.
Wow.
So you never know what a person is going through. And all of the setbacks that 2020 has done for everyone, because a lot of us expected to be in so many different other places versus than where we are right now. So it's like we had to take a step back and be like, where's that soul searching or whatever like that is going on. And so the way that I solidified for you tonight, the way that you also solidified for me, but you didn't know that. So, a blessing is due to a blessing is due. You know what I'm saying? So I thank you for blessing my platform with your presence.
Definitely.
Because like I said, it was so many other people that had said, yeah, I'm going to do it. And at the last moment, something happens. Wow. Or, this happens or that happens or whatever the case may be. And then it's like the friendship and stuff that you're making with people. Wow. And people don't realize that we all have to network with each other and help each other out.
Oh my God.
So it's not always about what at this present point in time I can do for you, but what can we do to uplift and help each other, especially as us in this community, a community that's already born from hate.
Speak. You better speak.
And I mean, I'm sorry, I'm getting off my high horse or whatever. I'm getting off my platform, but I'm just saying the way that you felt that you were solidified was the same way I felt whenever you said yes.
Wow.
And there was no questions asked. We've communicated. Yeah. We may not have communicated every day, but whenever it was appropriate, we communicated.
Yeah.
And I thank you for that.
I'm here, Queen. I'm appreciative. You just don't know. This is what I've been wanting to see in our community, a level of unity, a level of love, because when we support each other and I look at it like this, I am you and you are me. Mm-hmm. So the way I treat you is the way I treat myself. And if I truly love myself, I'm going to embrace you, Queen. I'm going to embrace you. I'm going to love you. I'm going to treat you with respect, and we're going to ride out. I'm like this. If I'm going to get a check, I'm going to get a check with my people. Right. I,
Right.
I want that. Let's share that, and I'm grateful for you. I'm so excited to be here. I love your energy. I love your vibe. For real, like I was so happy that I was on that live and I caught you on that live with a beautiful and amazing Savon. Oh my God.
Yes, that's my
And,
girl.
that was divine. It was divine purpose. Like,
Right.
I'm grateful.
Everything happens for a reason. I truly believe everything happens for a reason. It's like I've been trying to get my friend from Detroit. Well, she's a friend, but she's also a mother figure. She's also a matriarch in our church that I used to attend. And there, Regina, um, and I up with her, and long story short, I met up with another lady that does the exact same thing that she does. So, I feel like that it's my opportunity to get them two together. So they're working on, so they can work on their YouTube channel and get their YouTube channel stuff up and going and stuff, So I just feel like that it's so much out there that everybody can eat and eat comfortably.
Oh my God.
But it's up to us to bridge the gap between one or the other. So it's not just what you can do for me now. Is why not build that bridge? So what can we do for each other for the long haul, not just for a short period?
Continuously, it's a continuous love. It's a consistent love. It's a constant love, unconditional love, unconditional support, and we're not limited to this opportunity. This will not be our last time communicating. This was just a divine first connection.
I truly believe that, and I'm just walking into 2021. I am personally taking back everything that was taken away from me.
Period.
From financial, from spiritual, from love, from happiness, everything that was taken away from me, I'm getting it back. And I'm getting it back with a vengeance. And I'm not waiting on it to come to me. I'm going to get it.
Exactly, because we have to understand that we are the vehicle. God does not live on the outside of us. He's on the inside of us. And when he said, you make that first step and I'll make two, you got to get him to that door. He's going to knock it down for you, but you have to get him to that door. This is our year to reap everything that we lost. And I mean that with every bit of me, every bit of part of me, because what I looked at 2020 was not a bad year for me. It was the year of correction, of 2020 vision. So I can see myself in the light of who I always wanted to be. Now I present myself as a king because I truly believe it. Back in the day, like I said, with Maddie Shaw, I didn't believe it. I didn't believe it. I was so broken.
How? You know what? I can't even ask you, honestly, I cannot even ask you how, because from a person that appears to have it always together, and I understand that. And it's so hard whenever you're going through something to ask for help.
So true.
Because we're so used to, especially us that has the middle child syndrome, which I'm a middle child. I'm so used to having the family weight on my shoulders to try to figure this out, to try to figure that out, to try to figure out this problem at work. And then we always have that authority about ourselves because we've always been put into that stance since we was younger. It's like that we were raised up doing it, and then being of the community, you know what I'm saying? Then we go in with a different aspect. Like most of us are the mothers and the fathers of the houses because we have that aura about ourselves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I understand. You ain't got to tell me. If don't nobody else understand you, I understand.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. And not only that, like you go through this trying to find yourself, and it seems like it's so hard to find yourself because there's so many other opinions.
Right.
We have views of what you're supposed to be, and we get lost in the expectations of the world. We get lost in the expectations of our family and all of that stuff. And I finally said, no, I'm done.
And 2020 was like that for me. I had to come to a point. My point was when the 19 first came on the scene.
Yeah.
I don't know if you follow Madison like on everything, but Madison was sitting down and talking to Chi-Chi, and Madison said the words to Chi-Chi, which I've told Madison this face to face and personally and everything or whatever. Madison said to Chi-Chi, so when are you going to be consistent? When are you going to do what you got to do with your YouTube platform. At that time, I didn't have one, and I had at that time I had linked up, and I was talking to Savon, and I was like, "Girl, I'm so scared of doing it, just that and the third." So he had just went out and got his laptop and stuff. He was setting it up, and then she was sitting having a conversation with him at the dinner table, and I felt like she was having that conversation with me.
Oh my God.
And when she said it, and she told him, she was like, "So when are you gonna do it? When are you gonna quit saying that I'm gonna do it? And I'm going to do it."
Period.
And when she had that conversation with him, I told her whenever I joined her Patreon, the very first time I ever went on there and I had an opportunity to talk to her, I said on there, and anyone that's in here that's on Patreon or whatever knows, I got on there and I cried the first time I met her. I fanned out, and then I told her thank you. And she was like looking at me, she said, "What are you saying? Thank you for whatever." I said, when you sat down and you had that conversation with Chi Chi and on live in front of everyone, I said, you gave him real stuff. And I said, I felt like you was talking to me, holding me accountable for what I wanted.
Yes.
So people.
She went out and got what she wanted.
Right.
T.S. Madison worked her butt off.
Right.
And she didn't wait for a lane to open up for her. She knocked those doors down and she made it happen. So I think she motivated all of us.
Right. And like I said, that was a Thursday or Friday, I believe, and next Sunday was my very first show, and it was my humble beginning as my very first show. And everybody, I tell you, and my track record speaks for itself. Since then to now, I think I've missed maybe 3 or 4 shows, and that was because of uncontrollable issues. I tried to come on here and I just couldn't. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because when she said be consistent,
come on now.
And she said, not only be consistent, but be consistent and make your channel grow. Your consistency will make your channel grow. I tried to do that. Yeah. And I, like I said, I felt like she sat and she talked to me. She wasn't talking to Chi Chi. She was talking to me. She was telling me to get up off my behind. And you finna do this. And go ahead and get it done. And, I did like I did in when Zyla comes on later on. Zyla tell you, I was in the I cried. And then I saw her, and then I think she thought I was playing. Then the next time she came on and she did a whole little Patreon thing, and I told her again, I said, "Girl, thank you for motivating me." And I've been going hard ever since. It hasn't grown as fast as I wanted to, but patience and time comes to everything. Mm-hmm. I'm planting my good seeds now, so it's time for me. When it's time for me to harvest, it's time for me to harvest. You know what? It's not even about me. I'm sorry. We completely off that.
I love this, and this is what I love because this is what I love to do. This is authentic. Like, this is how I love this, because the message that I got this year from Spirit told me, whatever you put energy in, I will increase. We got to put energy in something. We can't want something to be increased and we're not doing nothing.
Right.
We set because, we said, and we look at things and we're like, okay, I want this to happen for me. Oh, I'm going to be a millionaire. Now, what are you going to do to become that millionaire? There's action that has to be behind that. And I think part of that is because we separate, we look at God as looking down at us and throwing us blessings. No, he's on the inside of you.
Right.
He's right there. Greater is he that is within you than he that is in the world. He's telling, I'm there.
Right.
You're looking everywhere else, and I'm here. Now you are the vehicle, the avatar, the body that's going to get me to that door, and I'm going to knock it down for you. But if you don't walk to that door, what's going to happen?
Right. Come on, the preach. Come on. Come on, the preach.
Take me to that door. Take me to that door, and I'm going to knock that down for you. And that's what I had to realize. I had to find the God in me.
Right.
I was so broken. Oh my gosh. When I tell you, when I got on that show, and I got to give Craig so much love for believing in me, him and, T.S. Madison for believing in me, because I didn't, when they were like, oh, you can sing. I was like, what? Mind you, I've been in this industry for so long, and to hear that come from their mouth, I was like, wait, what?
It sounded like it felt like you got your accolades because of somebody of the peers that you understood. I get you.
Somebody from our community.
Yes.
People from our community. Something that I was so scared to embrace my whole life. It meant so much for me, and that was the wake up call, because getting up every Thursday. Doing that show was so hard for me.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you something else with what you just said that's peaking to me.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't necessarily the accolades coming from, but it's the accolades coming from somebody that is of royalty standards, because she is
royalty, baby.
Now, I'm not taking anything from Craig. Craig is going there. Craig is getting there, but she is royalty standard. You know, that is she's the Dundada. She's our Nicki Minaj. She's our Queen Bee. She's our Beyonce. She's been there. She's done that.
Yes. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? She would be like, if we was talking about legends, she would be like
baby.
She'd be like Patty and Aretha, and she'd be like one of the Trinities. She'd be part of the Holy Trinity, because you know she's done the acting. You know, she's done the vocal work. You know, she's done the rapping. You know, she's done the shows. And then if it wasn't something there, she has created something that gave us all motivation to be like, you know what, I can create.
In her basement. She created this in her basement. This woman has made millions from her home.
When she decided to work, mind you, not in the regular 9 to 5.
Who did that in the? Hold on, let me sip tea. Who you know that did that in the straight world? The outside.
We waiting.
Give her
sitting at home.
Come on, man. Come on, give her.
But you know, when you were saying everything, I truly understand where you're coming from that motivation, because getting up whenever I was really down and dealing with depression. Child, one time I was driving from home, which is my hometown is Pensacola, Florida. And I was driving back home to Detroit. I took and closed my eyes on the expressway. And I put the pedal to the metal, and I was just seeing how far I could go without, you know, until I got over into a ditch or something. And every time it was just about look like it was about to go into something, snatched me out of it. It's just like, so dealing with it, I understand dealing with depression. I understand dealing with it, being at your lowest point and wanting to figure out, how can I go ahead and end this? I'm tired of this.
And that's what I felt. I mean, it was so crazy because I had so much going on at the time. That was a faith step for me. That was something that I felt like I needed to do, because I was going through a breakup from a relationship of 11 years.
Wow.
And I didn't know how to handle that because I was so codependent on people. I felt like people's perspective of me meant so much, or, you know, I needed somebody to be great. And I was breaking on the inside. Like I was so confused about my life. I, you know, was dealing with performance anxiety. It was so much. And a little bit prior to me getting on the show, I had, you know, decided to, you know, just kind of look within myself. But getting on the show caused me to be like, okay, Ricky, something's wrong. Something's not right. Because as you know, I don't know if you sing or you know, I'm pretty sure you know a lot of singers. Like when you are not believing in yourself, your vocal cords listen.
Right.
Your vocal cords is like, if you don't believe it, I don't believe it, and I'm not gonna let you do it. So even on the show, I would stump up, I would get scared, and things would happen with my voice, and I'm like, I know I can sing that. I know I can sing that. What's going on? So I went ahead and I went to hypnotherapy. And I don't know why I chose hypnotherapy. It was weird for me. My mind went back to when I was younger. I was working at Fazoli's, this place called Fazoli's in Nashville. And
Fazoli's here.
You know Fazoli's.
Maybe we still have one.
And she mentioned, she was like, you know, her and her husband was going through, you know, trying to quit smoking, and they went to hypnotherapy. Well, I said, you know what? That was brought to my mind for a reason. So I'm gonna go ahead and look it up. And I looked up this lady. This was right in around really the beginnings of quarantine. And, you know, she was in California. She FaceTimed. We did FaceTime sessions. And she looked at me and she was like, you are a lot further than you realize. All you're gonna need is 3 sessions from me and you're gonna be good. When I tell you, after that 3rd session, the stuff that happened within these sessions, because hypnotherapy is very similar to meditation. It's just a deeper form of meditation.
Right.
By that, probably I said like the second session, she introduced me to this guy named Joe Dispenza. And Joe Dispenza he's the guru of meditation. Like he teaches it and everything, from there. And I decided to do it. And when I tell you, Jasmine, my life and my existence changed. Everything I viewed, even how I viewed music, how I viewed myself, like I finally got to a point to where I can look in the mirror and say, I love you. And mean it. I meant every word of that. And when I got to that point, Jasmine, my voice got better. I was, come on now. I was stepping out. I was, finally doing my YouTube channel and going hard in that. It seemed like the more I started noticing myself, the more people started noticing me. Opportunities came just flying at me. I got a call after one of my meditations. I was sitting there and all I heard Spirit say was, when you see you, they will see you. And I got out of that meditation and I received a call, and it was from a friend. It was so crazy. It was right on time. I looked at the time and it was 444. That was one of my angel numbers. And I got on the call and she said, hey, I want you to sing at my wedding. By the way, it's going to be on Netflix.
What?
I said, wait, what? She said, by the way, it's going to be on Netflix. So be prepared, be ready. From that moment, Jasmine, everything has been falling. Movie opportunities, business opportunities, interviews. You were one of those angels. And didn't even know it. You didn't even know it. That's why I tell people, quit looking at the world and look within yourself and find yourself. Because now I don't give, excuse my language, a fuck about what people think about me, babe.
The only thing I can say behind that is that, because it's so hard to get, it's so hard to get past you.
Come on.
If that makes sense.
Come on. I get it.
It's so hard to get past you, because when we get past you, then everybody else can see you.
Yeah.
Or whenever we get to that point that we feel like that our genuine love is there and we actually love us.
Yeah, come on now.
We love ourselves, not everybody else, but we love ourselves.
Come on now.
And then we're exuding that love. I understand where you're coming from, because whenever I got my breakthrough, honestly, I had went through so much on this the job that I'm on right now. I had went through so much with the last manager that was there, and it was so hard for me to make the money that I needed to survive off of. But once I got to that point and I said, you know what, I'm gonna be all right. And I just started letting stuff just roll off and doing what I had to do. When I tell you, it's like it comes to me, and they're all like, out of everyone in my region, for me to be one of the newest people, and I've only been with the company a year and a half now, to me to get recognized, and for me to get an award, and it's been sent out to everybody else throughout the whole United States that I got it out of this region. I'm blessed. I can't be upset. I can't be mad. The only thing I can say is that I thank you again. You don't realize what you did for me, so I thank you again. Before I start crying, child, we're going to take a small break and we'll be right back. We're going to take a small break. We'll be right back. Don't forget to go by and check out Pastor Sugar, y'all. Did you need a couple more minutes, like another minute or so?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm
You
ready.
know, and before you came on, like me and Lily was sitting talking backstage because I'm sitting backstage and I was getting painted and stuff. I was like,
Getting brutal,
I
brutal.
and stuff, I got to get all beautiful and stuff tonight, so I gotta do it.
Right.
And I was talking to Lita, I was like, well, do you like the way I did you? And we were all talking and stuff, and he was like, yeah. And I was like, and then whenever I had when I showed Lee the thingy that I did for you, and Lee was like, how long does it take you to sit up and do this? I was like, maybe 25, 30 minutes. I mean, because when I see
Oh, baby, you gonna have to show me some tricks. You're a beast.
when I see something, I mean, I can send that one to you. But whenever I see something in my mind, I just see it in my mind, and then I have to. Then the way my brain and my thought process is once I see it in my mind, I have to go out and find it, and it's like something leads me to where I need to go to find
Yeah.
whatever it is, and then when I see it, it clicks. Right, okay, this is, and I don't know, it's a certain rhythm.
Spirit. I mean, that's the thing. Like, it's crazy because now I'm in sync. It's called synchronization. You're in synchronization with the world. You're in synchronization with yourself and your higher being, your higher you, your higher individual is just, it's guiding you, your angels, your ancestors. There's so much behind it. You're going to have everything you need. If you're given the idea, everything is going to line up for you to be able to execute it. You're just the body to get it done.
Right. It's so funny that you're saying all of this because that's my my reassurance or my reconnection, however you want to say it, from
Yeah.
me and Savon was talking.
Yeah.
And we was talking maybe I would say like a month or so ago, maybe 2 months ago, and she was like, "Girl, do you realize the way that you do your shows and stuff?" She was like, "That's what the format that everybody else is doing. That you've been doing it from the beginning like that."
Yes.
And I didn't really sit down and pay attention to it until, I don't pay attention to it because it's just the way that it was laid out in my head. Okay, I got to do it this way. I got to do it that way. And this is the way I'm supposed to do it.
Yeah.
And it's always been that way. I couldn't figure it out at first, but I done played with it enough so I can get it figured out. You know what I'm saying? But anyway.
I'm loving it. You had me like, oh my gosh, I gotta do better. And when I saw the stuff that you was doing, I was like, yeah, Rick, you're gonna have to step your game up.
So how did you come up with the with your acronym, or how did you come up with your name for your music?
So the crazy thing about it was I was sitting one day, just really trying to figure it out. And I was like, hey, your name is Ricky, all right? And I wrote my name down. And my favorite part of a song is its lyrics. I feel like that is the essence of a record. Like, I love the beat. I feel like the beat is the cherry on top, but the lyrics of a song, baby, it's the beauty of the song for me. And I was watching, the crazy thing about it, I was watching Keisha Cole's the show The Way It Is. You remember The Way It Is?
Yes.
And she was like, come here, Lyric. She was talking to her little dog that she had. And I said, that's the universe speaking. I'm going to go with Lyric.
Well, baby, mine wasn't as nice and sweet as yours. I was just lazy. I didn't want to come out of my biological name was a J.
Okay.
So I want to stay within that whole family.
Yeah.
A whole heap of different everything. But for the longest, whenever I did shows and MC'd and stuff, it was just always just Jasmine. And then people was like, Jasmine St. James. So I was like, no, that doesn't fit me.
Yeah.
And one night I was just doing something, and my gay mother at the time, which was Ebony Sinclair here in Pensacola, we was talking or whatever, and she said something divine like that, and when she said it, I was like,
it called
got a ring to it. I was like, hold on, so I was like, okay, it's been Jasmine Divine ever since then. But the way I wanted to spell my name is actually, it has an accent mark over the Z. So it's very much it's spiritual more for me, because with divine, I just don't let any and every person that is around me come underneath that, because to me the word divine means something extraordinary, something different. And I feel like me as a person, I'm like you. I'm spiritual. I pick up on vibes very well. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I'm one of them type of people. Nah, I can't share my name with you because I feel like if I share my name with you,
Seriously.
then
You
there's
know,
some
I'm attaching
repercussions coming
myself,
behind it.
attaching myself to you. You are a divine individual. Everything about you is divine. Your spirit is divine. Your presence is divine. And
Right.
I caught that the moment that I linked with you. And that was the perfect name for you. And I'm so glad they called out because that's who you are, Queen.
You know what? This is supposed to be about you. This ain't supposed to be about me. I'm doing my self healing. This is supposed to be about you.
You know, you stepping into this is my calling, this is my area. You know,
You know, because I'm to be real, as quiet as it's kept, I'm getting PK Kid from you too
I
because
was.
PK Kid recognizes PK Kid.
Yes, I was. You don't understand. Like the church was heavy in me, and to be honest, you know, I had to break away from that. And one day I was in church, and all that because my whole family, they're either singers, they're pastors, they're all of that. And one day I, was sitting in the pew, and someone was just like, "It's time for you to go."
Right.
And I looked around. I'm like, "Wait, what? It's time for you to go." And I walked out. I walked out, and probably like a week. I say it was like a week later. I decided to go to this church that was like out of town somewhere. I think it was like in Kentucky or something like that. And I was sitting in the little audience or whatever you want to call it. Sitting there, and the pastor just stopped everything he was doing, and he pointed me out, and he told me to come up, and he said, "God is getting ready to take you some places, but religion is not going to get you there." He said, "As a matter of fact, it's going to be shocking to a lot of people around you what you discover about the universe and about God." And ever since then, I've been holding on, baby. I've been holding on to what's been going on in my life because it's very different from what.
You know, and I truly feel where you're coming from, because mine was a little bit different. Like for me, like I went to church and everything, and I felt like a lot of times that I what's the proper word? I shamed my mom
Mm,
because my mom is, a well-known apostle here in our area.
wow.
And it took me going all the way to Detroit, and me and her having a come to Jesus moment there in Detroit.
Yeah.
And even there, I felt shunned,
Yeah.
and not knowing anyone there,
Yeah.
just because I was living in my truth. And I really felt like, when people come out of that, God can still use whoever he chooses to use. And just because we are a part of the world does not mean we're of the world.
Oh my God.
Like we are still beings. We still have a calling to do what we got to do. That's just like I feel like my YouTube channel is my ministry. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
with my YouTube channel and my ministry, I make her still. He
Yeah.
ain't done working with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But on the same token, I've done so much and I've seen so much, and people don't understand
Mhm.
being a person of a trans experience.
Yeah.
You don't choose everything that you go through. And sometimes, like, a lot of people don't realize I've been 6 years celibate. This is going to 7 years.
Wow. Congratulations.
No,
Wow.
I'm ready to blow the
Oh,
dust off of it. I'm ready to blow the dust off of it. You know what I'm saying? But I felt like because of me going through what I went through, I can tell someone else, you know, what to expect while they're going through the situation.
That's so true.
You know what I'm saying? Not only what to expect by going through the situation, but hang tight. It's something on the other end of that.
Man, it's so much beauty. Like when we break away from the craziness that we've been taught all these
Right.
years, and we look within, the truth will be revealed. And I tell people that all the time. Something that this one guy said, I can't remember his name, but I heard it from Joe Dispenza. He said, if you ever wanted to hide the key to something, you hide it on the inside of the person looking for it, because we were never taught to look within it.
Right. We
We
was always taught.
everybody else, the opinions of everybody else. And when I got tired of that because I was
Right.
suppressing myself. I was suppressing who I was. God don't give a darn about you being gay. It's that has nothing to do with your willingness. And only thing that matters is that you love with integrity.
Right.
Anybody that you love, because what we don't understand is we've been placed in these bodies, but this is your avatar. Your spirit is something totally different. Something totally different. And I find a beauty that I found within trans women is I found beauty in trans women. And the reason why I did was you all are a duality, a perfect form of duality within the masculine energy and the feminine energy, and embracing that feminine energy. You all should be more respected.
In any culture except for Westernization culture, we're revered.
Yes, that's why. That because it's a beauty in you
Yes, and
all.
then it's a blessing within their household if you actually have, a double sex person. It's a blessing.
Yes, it is. But see, a lot of people don't even know, like even homosexuality, that word was placed in the Bible.
Correct.
People don't understand that that was not originally the word that they used. And I can't even think of the word now for some reason, but it represents, it was something of a small child.
Yes, the original translation for it was that men should not lay with small children as they do with wives.
And
But
that's
you can't tell old fools that because old fools believe everything.
pain, and that's the problem because um we were
Called
conditioned
ignorant. Hmm.
to accept what we hear, accept what we read,
Right.
accept what we're told, but
Right.
don't look at it yourself. That's why it's so sad. Like I don't within the black community, definitely. Like none of my friends read books.
Mm.
Go read. Go
But
look
then
yourself.
then ask one of them to write you a paragraph and not use a slang word, a real live word.
Oh my God. It's crazy. And I broke away from all that and I found security within myself. And even my mom, even now, she looks at me kind of crazy when I mention, because baby, I charge my crystals in a full moon. All right. When I mention certain stuff, she's like
You doing that old voodoo stuff now, ain't you? Mm.
I'm like, baby, that's not what that's about. But you got to just step into who you are and just fuck the opinions of others. I tell people that all the stop it, stop it. The moment you step into the realm of looking into what somebody thinks about you, you are now meddling.
Right.
Your tribe will find you. And something that I learned in the midst of my vocal coach, because I took vocal coaching too when I did the show. That's why I said I feel like Madison blessed me so much. She blessed me so much to look within myself. My vocal coach, she said, your tribe will find you. Everybody else doesn't matter.
Can you break that down?
Your tribe, so when you find yourself and you just speaking your authenticity and you putting yourself out there, the people who are supposed to be aligned with divine will align with divine. And those people that come under them comments that got all this stuff to say about, oh, I don't like you, oh, this is you this, you that, they're none of your business. Ignore that. They're not a part of your mission.
Right.
So why are we even given that power? Because what we have to understand is this is what we don't get. Like, we have so much power within ourselves. It's ridiculous. When you give that stuff energy, it will continue to manifest. It will grow, it will fester, it will build, and we have to stop that, because what we don't understand is we've been given the power to do and create and be whatever we wanted to be. If that was not the case, the word wouldn't have said life and death lies in the power of your own tongue.
Ouch.
Now, if God was separate from you, if his being was separate from you, why would your tongue even matter?
Ouch.
I'm confused.
Ouch. You have said something that Savon, you said something that Savon told me a couple weeks ago. And Zyla done said it, and Leanna done said it. Don't be playing. Bambi done said it. So ouch.
But that's
I receive it. I receive it.
because you're divine, you're great, and we have to get to that point of knowing who we are. And I feel like everything else falls into place. We worry about fixing little pieces of us. Well, you can't fix a branch if you don't fix the roots of the tree.
Right.
Why are you trying to cut down these branches and then they grow back? No, it's because you're focusing on the wrong thing. When I learned who I was, everything that was not supposed to be connected to me fell off. Every person that was not divinely supposed to be placed in my life was gone.
Right.
Just off of me doing what I needed to do, finding myself, deep meditation, healing from a lot of things in my past, childhood work, shadow work. It's so much that I had to do. I forgave my parents. I didn't have time to hate or be angry, because I literally, when I tell you, Divine, right now in my life, I don't care about, I'm so whole within myself. I don't worry about swiping my card. Baby, I feel like I am a millionaire. And I respect I am who I am. When I tell you I'm a king in my own right, and I respect myself as such. That's because I've found wholeness within myself. When you whole in yourself, there's nothing that you desire or need. You don't need anything else, because the universe is right in your hands.
Right.
Look, you got me going and preaching.
Right. You better go ahead. That's why I said, baby, this is, well, look, we ain't even chatting no more, baby. You go ahead and lay the word out there. I truly believe when stuff like this happens, someone needs to hear it.
Yes. Yeah.
So as long as you want to do it, you go right on the head, baby, because it's all about you.
I like calling people out for who the highest beings of who they are. And that's why I call people kings and queens. Because we must know our right. We must know who we are. And a lot of stuff that's going on in this world is because people don't know who they are. They struggle with identity. So they accept any and everything. They do any and everything. See, now that I know that I'm a king, in certain places I don't go, and certain things I don't do, and certain people I don't even allow within my energy.
You know what? And some people call me being bougie for being that way.
That's okay. Because you are, I started operating as royalty.
And that's why I like, for everybody that has something to say, that's why I like my Louis Vuitton. It's luxury and I like luxury. So it is what it is.
Yeah, that's what you like it because that's who you are.
Right.
See, that's what people don't realize. Like, I've learned the duality of myself within myself. I got fleshly me that I got to constantly calm down every darn day from anxiety, wanting to worry about stuff it shouldn't even worry about. And then I got divine me. I got king. King runs my life now. So king is like, look, it's okay. It's all right. I got this. This is new. Because what we don't understand is, talking to myself again. What we don't understand is flesh does not know success.
Mm-hmm.
It does not know growth. It knows nothing of the future. Flesh is a memory of the past. So that's why we go into situations and we're like, okay, I'm going to eat better, or I'm going to start a YouTube channel. And what happens is 95% of your subconscious has already been built by the age of 35. So what happens is you got that 5% that want to eat better.
Right.
And then 2 days later, you eating the same junk that you was eating before.
Right.
Your body is a ball of memory. That's what it holds on to. So you have to break into that subconscious mind and find your inner self. And that's what meditation did for me. I broke through that subconscious mind to take back the power from my flesh, from my lower self, and give it to King. Because now when King speaks, body listens.
So let me ask you that with you saying that. Do you feel like that a lot of us, or I won't say a lot of us, because I've never really ran across a lot of people that have said that they have like real deja vu moments?
Yeah.
Like I have them so much, like it's not even funny. And I'm scared to say it to people because of what people would think. But like if I've been to somewhere that I've never physically, I know I've never been there, but I know I've been there. It's like I've been there in either a formal life or it's something that calls to it.
Repeat that again. What you say you've been there when?
In a formal life.
Repeat it again. You've been there when?
In a formal life.
That's why. because we've been known to look at things as life and death, heaven or hell. But it's so much more than that. We've been in places, a lot of some of the even stuff that we go through today, that's off of past life stuff that we need to heal from. And we don't even know it. Past life regression is what it's called. Where I had an issue, like I was telling you, with like speaking up for myself and all this stuff. My mama, like I told y'all, we was laughing and talking. My mama's blunt. My mama has always been that person to tell me to speak up for myself, and I never understood why I had issues. Well, I did some past life regression, and it's actually meditations on YouTube. If this is something that you all want to look into, past life regression work will take you and lead you off into past life. I got a vision of my past life, and I was a young Arabic woman. I instantly saw her being battered. She was battered, worn. She couldn't speak up for herself. I wept. I wept in that meditation because I saw every bit of her throat chakra. It was closed up, her creativity, just owning who she was. And I had to cover that vision with light because I said, that's why. Because what spirit does when it decides to come back here on earth, what happens is it takes everything that you didn't learn in the past life, creates a situation for you to be able to learn it in your new situation, in your new life. So it may even be things that you're dealing with that you don't even know where it comes from.
It's crazy that you said that because, you know, with being Black and being trans, you know, number one, being Black is hard.
Yes.
Number two, being, you know, Black and gay is harder. But then you put Black, gay, and trans on top of it.
Baby.
I often tell people when people ask me about it or whatever, like, you know, would you choose to get up and to not only mirror the opposite sex, but to look good, if not better sometimes than the opposite sex? But then you get ridiculed and you get talked about, you get threatened.
Yeah.
Would you choose to have a life every day that you're in a form of fear, not you're in fear of, but you're in a form of fear that if the wrong person finds out that you could have a mob standing outside beating you or killing you?
They don't get it.
So let's be clear.
Come on.
Why would I take and choose something that's not already predestined for me to walk through and do?
Why?
And then it goes back to what you were saying about the homosexuality and stuff in the Bible and stuff like that. Like, I'm sitting up here and I'm thinking, why would someone choose to go against something that they know, quote unquote, would take and put you instantly into hell? Come on, people, let's think about this.
Well, say it for the people in the back.
Why? Why would you?
Why? And that's the thing that's what caused me. This man on Facebook said something that shook me, and I really had to sit back and think. He said, why do you glorify a religion that hates you?
Right.
I said, dang, man, when I tell you, Jasmine, that stung me. It stung me. And I was like, you're right.
I took a step back from everything, and I had to do the evaluation myself, but I didn't go as far as detailed as you were. I just said from this point on, I'm not claiming as a religion. I'm spiritual.
I'm spirituality.
Because I don't feel like I feel like that you can take and pull pieces from each one of the religions that you could use. Not only that you can use, but you can learn something from.
You can, and that's what I started learning. That's what I started seeing, and that's the reason why I went back to that message that preacher said to me in a traditional Baptist church. He said, you will not walk and you will not prosper in religion. You are a spiritual being, and there's truths that you have to latch on to. You got to, even with being a Christian, you got to eat the meat and spit out the bones. There's knowledge in that word, but it takes a level of wisdom for you to know what's true and what's not.
Right.
The only way you can test the authenticity of any vibration is to know thyself. Right. When you know thyself, you will know God.
Right.
Point blank, period. You can't sit in this life, hate you, hate who you are, hate your being, hate what's been brought into you, and then say I love God. That makes no sense.
Come on.
I don't understand that you are made in his image. He's not talking about this fleshly body. This is just an avatar. This is just a vehicle that we were given. He's talking about spirit. We are spirit. My friend, right now, you and I were talking about my breakup.
Mm-hmm.
We're best friends now. Best of friends, Jasmine, and she is in the midst of transitioning, and she's transitioning because she's found her inner self, and she's realized that her higher self was the woman that she's becoming. She was a splitting image of the woman that she was becoming. An example that I use that a lot of people they say Beyonce's a devil. They say she's the devil and she's Satan. There's something that happened to Beyonce. When Beyonce first got into this industry, she was very much so timid. And she says this in interviews. When she got to her higher self and she started realizing who she really was, she became Sasha Fierce.
Mm-hmm.
That was her inner God. That was her inner being. And we have to get to that point where when you getting ready to transition into who you need to be, you must first let go of this current life and accept who you are becoming.
Right.
Period. This current life means you're going to have to let go of some family that don't understand.
Right.
You're going to have to let go of some friends that's not going to get it.
Right.
Yourself. Be the queen on the inside of you. Own it. Love yourself. Love your being.
Absolutely.
We've never been taught to do that, Jasmine.
No. We've always been taught to settle.
Settle.
Regardless of what it is, be settled and be thankful for what you have. Settle.
I'm not thankful for what I have. I'm thankful for what I'm going to manifest because I am the king of my own life. I'm a co-creator. We got to see ourselves as co-creator of our own lives. And I love my trans women. I can't stop saying it. I can't say it enough. It's so much beauty in trans women because there's a duality that a lot of people don't have. There's a duality that a lot of people don't have, and I honor it. I honor it. And you know what's crazy, Jasmine? I didn't even know you were a trans woman. You want to hear the truth? I gotta keep it real.
I thank you.
You are beautiful. I'm proud of you, Queen.
Only hormones. Everything else is natural.
Baby, beautiful. You are gorgeous.
Thank you. So, wow. I'm honored, but and yet I'm so humble right now. I really am. Wow. We've talked about so much. I don't even know where to go to from here. Like, I mean, I'm just enjoying. Like, I just feel like that. This is not the first time we meet. I feel like that we're just old friends catching up on what we've been missing. You know, and it just.
We are, because like you said, past lives. We literally come into this life meeting spirits we've met before. That's what we don't understand. Like, that's why when you get around certain people, it's like family instant. It's like, what? Like, we don't, like, you can have conversations with people and it's like, man, you're closer with them than you've been with people that you've been around half your life.
Right.
That's why.
But does it seem like at times though that even with family, blood family that you are related to now, that they're like distant, like you don't even know who they are?
Of course, because it's not meant for me in this life. Thank you for being the vehicle that got me here. But I don't need to be attached to you if you're not meant to be attached to me. See, I lost that blood shit. That blood, let hold on to blood, family first. You know that I lost that. Once I found myself, I lost it. Because if we want to go biblical, Jesus had to do the same thing. What did he say? My mother and my father are those that do my father's word. I'm separate from that. I'm no longer your son anymore. I'm walking in my higher being. This was my calling.
Right.
You got to step away from that. You people, we accept so much bullshit from people that we shouldn't accept just because they're blood.
You're right.
Your blood to this body, not my spirit.
If you ain't say nothing, you said a mouthful. Then I just,
Come on, man.
how they say in church, if you ain't got nothing to say, all you can do is just wave your hand. And I put both of them up.
Come on, man.
So if you I'm gonna take a run a small commercial, and
Yep.
then after that, do you want to take any questions or whatever from anyone in the audience, or are you? I'm not trying to burn you out because
No, it's fine. I'll take a few questions.
okay. So we're gonna take and do a little mini commercial, y'all, and then when we come back from the mini commercial from friends of the show, then we'll be right back to do a live question and answer for a few minutes. Let me find it. Okay, y'all. So I want y'all to hear another little piece that Lyric has been singing, and I just enjoy it. So I'm gonna let y'all hear this other little piece, and then I'm gonna open up the lines since I'm being greedy right now. I want him all to myself.
Forget come and cup in your feelings. No pieces. That song has been stuck on my head all day.
Oh, you are just filling my heart with love.
I'm enjoying it. I know, baby. It's still an echo. It's just with the with me doing the music running through the StreamYard, it's gonna have a little bit of an echo. It's okay, y'all. He don't mind it. He don't mind it.
I'm good.
So I'm just gonna give everybody a few minutes. If y'all don't come in, then we're gonna be a few more minutes, and then we're gonna be out like last year because I don't want to tire him and bore him with me and my little old place over here.
No, it's not little, and I'm gonna tell you, Queen, watch what you speak. You are great. You are grand. You are great, and you are great. The platform is beautiful, and it's going to flourish. And I'm telling you, you are gonna see a lot that you're gonna reap a lot that you thought that you lost, but you didn't really lose. It was to prepare you to be able to handle what you're about to gain.
And several, I would say a month and a half, 2 months ago, the spirit came to me and told me the same exact thing. Yeah. That, just a matter of time.
Yeah.
Everything is a waiting game.
It is.
I'm prepared to wait.
Yeah.
I'm prepared. That's why I'm honing my craft now. It's just like whenever I first started doing drag. Mm-hmm. And when I first started doing drag, I really wanted to be up there and be with the heavyweights and with the, with the headliners and stuff. But it all comes in season. So it wasn't my season at that time. It was my season to learn how to paint. It was my season to learn how to walk in heels and look great. It was my time to, to get my fabrics down right, the correct way, so they would take and lay the certain way, and then I wouldn't have, chiffon over here and then have cotton over here.
Right.
Everything happens in the season. I'm at a place now. When it happens, it happens. And for those ones that stuck through it with me and helped me along the way, I want to be able to extend that hand back to help them. In my life, I've been given so many things. Yeah. And to have conquered, depression and stuff so many different times, and I'm done with it, and I'm finally done with it. But to have conquered that and to have, the love and support that I have now, I can't ask for no more.
It's like
I really can't.
You're whole. You're becoming whole.
I am, and I'm not done yet. But when I get done, you know,
There.
you know, diamond is the hardest substance on earth. And the only way that you can take and to cut a diamond is with another diamond.
Oh yeah, you do. That's facts.
So,
Speak.
to take and sit in the rarest forms of diamonds
Mm,
take the longest in order to perfect.
come
But
on.
whenever they come out, people don't realize when diamonds come out as rocks.
Come on
Those
now.
rocks not only have to be polished, but they have to be sand down. And the only way that they can be polished and sand down is what? By work and waiting.
You better speak.
And if you go too fast, you may take and shatter what you're working so hard to take and do. So you have to do a little bit at a time. But once that little bit at a time, and then you is speculated and you like, mm, that
You
glass,
better
that light is hitting it just pure enough, and then you don't have all those falsified diamonds that's in there, that you don't have all of the calluses in there, you don't have all of the extra veins in there. It's pure. The more you take and you work it, it's pure and pure. See, I'm one of those diamonds myself. Like
come on now.
I was my charcoal at the beginning of the year,
Come on now.
and even I would even say before then, 2 years ago when I came back here and I had to take and stuff everything up and put it back in there, I was in my process. I was in my pressure then. I was my charcoal, because most people don't realize diamonds derive from charcoal.
They do.
So, and charcoal is nothing but falsified fuel that's been took and formed together to make a black substance. The black substance
Come
is
on.
falsified. So the purest form
Mm.
of something is black.
You better speak.
So I'm just letting you know. Once I done hit my little spit and polish shine over so much, you know what I'm saying. I want to be able, so because when I clink 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 and everything just comes out like it's supposed to be, it's gonna be when it's supposed to be, when
Come
how
on now.
it's supposed to be, and it's going to be there. It's not gonna be one of those stick and stays or stick and runs. It's gonna be a stick and stay.
Period. Because when you get to that point where you realize the universe is on your side, God is on your side, the angels on your side, your ancestors are on your side, and you learn that you just need to do what you need to do. Just show up. Just show up. Show up in your life.
Right.
All you need to do. You don't need to think about anything else. Just show up in your life and everything will align. Because
Right.
there's so much support. We are not alone. I tell
Right.
people that so much because I started learning how alone, not alone I am. Like I have so many people and so many things on my side. I ain't talking about earthly people. I'm talking about in the spirit realm. So like you're walking into your greater because this year 2020, like I said, it was the vision year.
Hmm.
See yourself how you're supposed to be. See yourself for who you truly, truly, truly are, and see people around you for who the hell they are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's revelation. It's eye opening. Now 2020 is like, okay, those people that fucked you over,
Hmm.
that did you wrong, because Saturn is aligning itself. Saturn is the planet of divine karma. Saturn is the planet of divine karma. People are about to be repaid for whatever.
I seen where you had took and posted on Instagram, and I think mine was oh my god, hold on, because it was powerful for me. But while I'm taking and I'm looking at this, because I need to take a look at this. While I'm taking and looking at this right quick, Silent just came in here. What's going on, Silent?
Oh, hi. Hi, everybody. How are you? Thank you
You
for
gotta
having
say it like that. Oh hi.
Thank you.
me. Hey, mamas.
Hey baby.
I don't really have no questions. I just feel like you kind of like cut me, girl, about at least 15 times. I just wanted to say that.
It's okay. Trust me, I got myself.
Cut me, shattered me, girl. Threw me in the trash can, then threw me in the dumpster, girl.
Listen, you know what? It's so many times like I have to go through some of the stuff that I say, and because it's really not me, it's spirit. So I have to step back and look at it, and I'll be like, well damn.
That's a lot. Okay.
So
So,
on your page it says, what is my affirmation? Mine is, I will release my obstacles.
Yes.
And then it says, I will accept Hold on. Abundance and success.
Yes, that's off of one of my mentors, Queen Ajna. She came up with that challenge. And Jasmine, the crazy thing about it, I've been looking up to this woman for so long, and for so long I felt like she didn't know who the heck I was. But I started getting to know myself and figuring myself out. And when I started figuring myself out, something came to me from Spirit, and it was basically saying that when you see you, they will see you.
But then how do you think you felt like I said, and Zylan was there that night that I was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And how do you think I felt when I got my affirmation from Madison? Then not only that, like I was honest to God, I was sitting around the house and I was trying to figure out, like, when me and Savon was doing our talk or whatever like that, and you instantly, like, I was like, I want to talk to you, and then you just like instantly hit me up on Instagram, and then I was like, dog, he actually really did this. And then when we talked for like that brief 3 seconds, and then he was like, yeah, and you've been on board ever since. It was confirmation to me, and it let me know that my work has not been in vain.
It has not. Everything that you've done, I said again, you will return the thing that you sow. You're getting ready to have a huge harvest, Jasmine. That's why I said I had to tell you, quit calling your channel little platform. No, baby, this is going to be a huge platform, and everybody that's connected to you, Zylan artists, Lily Chanel, they will manifest greatness as well, because they're connected to your greatness, and they have greatness within them that will manifest greatness for somebody else that's connected to them. It's all about legacy.
My legacy. Lily, you got anything to say?
Baby, I'm like that. I'm over here cut up too, child, just over here bleeding in the name of God. But I will say, Lyric, I appreciate the word you brought tonight, because these past few weeks, I think I've just been in a rut, like trying to figure out what's next, and kind of just like when I'm in a rough place right now, where I'm stuck, where I'm not where I'm supposed to be. But I'm realizing, and it's funny thing you said this, I think 2020 wasn't a failure with me. It was a way for God to show me, look, just look. And that's all I've been doing all year. And now, as we're on the cusp of going into 2021, I have such a better understanding of myself, and I'm still gaining that every day.
Yes.
What I want to do. And although I see where I want to go and I'm scared of how I'm going to get there, the fear of even just going there isn't as scary. I can't say the fear isn't there, but it's going to happen. So like, what my mantra that I think I'm going to carry throughout the next year came to me last week, and it's for me is I will, I shall is done. And that's what it's gonna be.
That's the beauty of it, because we went through such a place of we've all been cut.
Right.
We've all been cut. We've been to the point where it's like, what's going on? Our anxiety has been higher than usual. Our stress has been higher than usual. And what it is your avatar, your body acting up, because your higher being is telling you to step up into your greatness. So the fact that you went through that within the past weeks, because our energy is shifting. Everything about us is shifting, and we're walking into a higher being. So what's happening is your body is like, hold on, wait. I'm not used to this. You're getting ready. You went through a shift of identification, identity, and now I promise you, you mark my words and you mark this day, Lily. Zylan artist, Jasmine Divine. 2021 is getting ready to bless some people that thought they were not even seen. Opportunities are getting ready to come to people that felt like they've been putting in so much work, loving people the way people were supposed to be loved, showing support when support wasn't even shown to them, getting ready to get it. And everybody that sold negativity into the world, they're getting repaid. That's the reason why vengeance is not ours. Let the universe handle those people. You stay true to your calling. You stay true to who you are. And I'm excited to even be on this live to be able to deliver that word because this has nothing to do with me. So I can also see this manifest not only in y'all life, mine too. We're getting to walk into some higher callings, and I love you all. I love you all. And I'm grateful to even just have this opportunity, Jasmine. I can't wait to look at your channel and see that 1.2 million subscribers.
Amen. Amen.
Amen.
All right.
I can't wait, Queen. I can't wait.
And the scary part about it is that I can see that within a 6 months time frame. And because I've done the put one foot forward and use on the walk too. You know what I'm saying? I've done that. I've been due diligent about my working. I've tried to extend hands out as much as I possibly could. I've shown the support, you know what I'm saying, to so many different people. And I try to stay humble when I do it, not trying to, brag or boast about this or brag or boast about that, and it gets hard. It gets hard because it wears on you. It's like, dang, I mean, I done been there to support you and and then you get upset and mad about it. I mean, I'm only human. I can only speak for me. I can't speak for nobody else.
It's true.
And then when you get to a point that you feel like that you getting hurt, then when you lash out, it's not a pretty sight. And I'm guilty of it. I can't sit up here and talk about nobody else. I can only talk about me.
I am too. I trust.
You know what I'm saying? And when I lashed out, it's just. But then when you have that person that's not scared to come to you and be like, girl, now you was trifling and you was wrong for what you did. Now you're gonna have to fix that. I don't know how you're gonna fix that, but you're gonna have to fix that.
That was
so
silent. Yeah, come on, man.
I could go on for so long and then Savon be like, girl, we gotta, she called me up. But I do her the same way. Like, I'm that type of person that I feel like if it's something that we need to discuss, look, hey, where you at?
Exactly.
You know what? Okay, give me a call back in 20 minutes whenever you get home or whenever you leaving.
Right.
We'll talk about it then. We'll talk about it. And I just send one of the messages like, what the hell going on? Because I ain't heard from you in 3 weeks or I ain't heard from you in 3 days. And what's going on? Because I'm used to hearing from you every other day. I'm just one of those types of people.
Yeah.
And
divine connection. Like, so all those people that we lost that jumped in and out of our lives, they hurt. Some of these people we've known for years. I mean, half our lives. They've gone to make room for people who recognize your destiny. They recognize your destiny. They recognize where you're going, even when you don't know. And that's powerful to have those type of people around you that remind you of your queenship. When you step out of your higher you and into your older you and want to act out and want to do all that, you need people around you that's like, listen, wait, queen. Step back into yourself, and that's what I've been surrounded by. Some people that I've met for like a month and a half. They are some of the best friends I've ever had in my life because they know my destiny, they know my calling, and they remind me of it every time I step out of it.
Right. I mean, Savon just came in the building, but Savon let you know. Not only Savon's island to call him in and be like, girl. Or text me, I ain't seen you in a minute. What's going on? Even when Lily ain't so boggled down with all of the extra stuff Lily got going on, Lily be doing the same thing. But if I don't hear nothing at least once a week from both of them, it's very unusual for me not to hear something from them at least once a week. If not more.
Savon.
Hello, co-hostess.
Yes, Auntie.
Beautiful.
Is she talking?
She was. She just was.
I don't hear. Am I the only one that can hear?
No, it stopped, but she was just talking.
Oh.
Okay.
We can hear you now.
Good with y'all. Listen, I came in and Lord, I just started doing a praise dance because y'all just started ministering to each other.
A whole hour and a half.
Just,
what the Bible said, where two or more are gathered.
Come on now.
There will he be also.
Amen.
It's about 15 of us up in here, so
Yeah. Yes, all connected, bringing good energy, positive light. I love it. So I need to connect with you. I have to see you soon.
We're gonna have to do it. We're in the same place, but that's all right. We're gonna make it happen.
All right, we are.
I got assaulted today, so I got the sniffles. Jasmine punched me in the nose today.
Don't be telling all my business. Don't be telling all my business.
That's what you did.
She tried me.
I did. I tried her. I forgot for a second.
She tried me. I told her not to go somewhere. She still went. I told her not to go somewhere. She still went. So.
And yep. Well, a hard head make a soft ass is what they say.
Trust me.
That's what the old people used to say. But Savon do me the same way. Whenever I don't hear from her, she'll call me, and whenever I don't hear from her, she knows she getting a call from me. So
accountability, baby, accountability. I don't want nobody that ain't holding me accountable.
When she sent me the voicemail, I called her other phone number. I think gonna get away there. You thought you was gonna get away there, huh?
I do not send you the voicemail.
You send me the voicemail. Send me the one of more ranking dink numbers. I gotta. You either say I'm with a client or you say on the conference call. Oh, okay, girl. I'm sorry. Just call me when you get done. And that's the end of it. Then we get on. Girl, I know, but at least once a week, we gotta hear something from each other. At least once a week.
Yeah, I know. These floors have been kicking my ass, so I've been out of sync with everything.
I saw you working on your floors. How's it coming?
They're done.
Okay.
Thank God.
What did you do?
She got it done in a week.
I took the carpet up and put hardwood down on the stairs, and then when I finished the stairs, I decided I wanted to be She-Ra, and I wanted to do the hallway too, and that's where the complication began.
Baby, come on now. See, this is a woman that does all aspects, baby. Come on.
Listen, you better know, because you never know when you have to take another job, girl, to get you
right.
You better get them calluses built up.
Prepare for anything, baby.
Right. Anything. Right. How y'all doing? I've been in here watching and listening while I was doing my caulking and you know, I was checking y'all out and listening to the word. This is what a way to close it out, girl.
Right. Crying like I don't know what. Girl, we've been fine.
That's all right,
baby.
It's called a release, girl. You gotta release it.
Yes.
People feel like this crying is a sign of weakness, but I think it's a sign of strength.
Mm-hmm. Come on, man. That you're able to be vulnerable.
The holding it in is weakness because there's something rooted in you that's keeping you.
Hello.
From those things. So I cry, baby. When I tell you, and I'm a Cancer.
Oh, you're a Cancer too?
Yeah.
Oh, baby. Oh, God. And I'm a Libra, so I cry when you cry. I cry when anybody ever cry.
Look, I'm a Sagittarius. I just didn't look at y'all like y'all crazy.
Like we crazy. If you don't stop all that goddamn
and then I'm a Pisces girl, so we just don't all y'all like that crazy.
See, y'all y'all got a different type of emotion. Y'all emotional.
But see,
we're emotional, but we know how to
down. You break down.
We know how to channel it. That's the problem. We channel it all the time, and then we don't release it, and that's how we get into
My sister's like that. My sister's like that. She hold everything.
You won't even know that I'm upset, girl. You'll see me
until you over upset. And then you be like, well, damn, I just got snapped on. What happened, girl? Let me tell you all the shit that you've done in the last 6 months. Number one. Oh, okay.
Divine, this is so funny because that was something I had to grow from because my ex used to tell me all the time, be like, bro, you be saying you good. And then all of a sudden you get that you want to release and you tell me 12 million things that I did wrong in the last 6 months.
Yep.
And I had to correct myself. I was like, wow, I do that. Like, and then I said, I get it. I get why, you was like, come on, man. Like, it was a lot. I poured out so much within that, that one conversation and another thing.
And another thing. And you thought I forgot about this, that, and the other.
Right.
And I didn't.
And then it becomes so unfair to them because in that moment when they're trying to fix it, you really aren't trying to hurt them. You're trying to protect them from your emotional side, but it's not helping. So now I used to do that too as a Libra, because a Libra, we want to balance shit out. So when somebody else, I'm brutally honest, and it took, Bay a minute to get that, because he was just like, you literally would say anything. I'm like, I learned a long time ago that if I don't say it right then, I'm gonna walk around here pissed off at you. We gonna lose 3 weeks of time because I'm pissed off and ain't saying shit, and you trying to figure out why.
Right, it's crazy. You're right. You said the key. It's not fair to them. It's so not fair, but like, then, it's protection that we're trying to give them. It's not really coming out of a bad place, but I had to respect that, man, because I was like, I'm telling you a year worth of shit you did wrong, but at the time that you asked about it, I was like, I'm cool.
I'm good.
But on the same token, though, it's not fair to you either, because you're taking and holding that in. It's gonna play on your mind the whole time, and then the more it play on your mind, the more you gonna sit up there and you gonna make that regret comes in and that anger comes in. So it's not fair on either one of you.
Because what happens is, like, I used to get some more as a Cancer. I hate approaching people about. I used to hate approaching people about their wrongs because I don't like people angry or upset.
I used to be the same way. Now I don't care.
Yeah, and that anxiety. Exactly what happened to me. I got to the point where I was like, I don't give a damn. I'm tired of harboring shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sick of harboring stuff. And then what I do is, it's not that the thing goes away. It literally creates resentment within myself, and I present this to you. You like, why you pissed off? Why you throwing shit? Why you fucked up? Like, you're wondering why I'm doing the stuff that I'm doing, but I'm still telling you I'm good. But I have resentment in my heart for you because I didn't release that thing.
Your good is different now.
Right.
Instead of being like, no, baby, I'm good. Now it's, I'm good.
Right.
I don't even give a fuck. Like, no, it's whatever. It's whatever.
Period.
Yeah. Ain't nothing you can say. Right. I'm wrong. Whatever it is, just get your shit and go. Like, I'm that's where I'm at. I know. Oh my God. One thing that, oh my God, we could talk about this all day long.
Right.
But, years. It's just amazing though, because we in the same place and we have never ran into each other. And I have ran into so many people. This is the oddest shit.
That's why I was tripping, because I was like, wait a minute. I looked and I was like, Nashville, what?
Yep.
And I haven't seen you? Like, that tripped me out. And that's why I was like, you know what? I feel like that alone in this situation as well, because we never had a chance to really talk. But this situation was divine as well. Miss Jasmine Divine, look at you bringing connection.
Jasmine,
baby.
Okay.
This is divine, and we definitely are going to connect. I think that you're going to be very valuable in this place of my life, and somebody I do want to introduce you to. So we'll get there. We're gonna get there. We're gonna talk about it.
We gonna get there, Lord Jesus. Miss Jasmine Divine. Look at them cheek. I get so jealous of her doggone cheekbone.
Gorgeous. Oh,
girl, God, tell us the truth. Who was your pump doctor, girl?
Look. Link her down below or him down below.
What do you say? Shape up.
Okay.
Yes, for the contour.
Yeah.
The nice old nasty
partner.
Beat your face. Beat it.
Period.
Right.
It's the lip for me.
It's
right.
But I ain't gonna talk about them damn lips. She had me overdrawing my lips at one time. I would walk around and look like a damn baboon. I was goddamn lips. Hers and Zalin. I went back and watched Y'all got full lips, full voluptuous, juicy, lips. And so my ass was walking around here overdrawn on episodes. And I'm like, girl, why is my lips so big? My friend called me and said, girl, did you do that on purpose? I was like, I did. Now I regret it.
You overdrawn?
I did. So I did. And then let me tell you what I did. I did it. And it was the night that I interviewed Black Fairy. So then I'm sitting on there and I put on the brightest lipstick, which you don't do, because the brightest
Aries are confrontational, girl.
Look full. So there we go. So I'm just sitting on here with this interview thinking I'm cute. I went back and looked and I said, bitch, your lips look like a baboon's ass.
Because you know what? It looks different in pictures than it does video.
Right.
And this is true.
Right.
Like, you know, like it's the overdraw, it looks better in photos. But video, I mean, you get close a little bit and you see the line and the lip, it's just too much.
It was just too much. I should have put on a good strong gloss and left it at that because
But you don't have bad lips. I'm confused.
She don't. That's why I'm annoyed.
That's the problem. This is how I just took a brief walk into what it was like to be a Kardashian.
You know what?
Oh, girl, please don't.
Because once you get around people who got it better than you, you start feeling some kind of way about yourself. Look at it, and then she gonna put some.
I just use one double lip plumper, honey.
That lip plumper does work.
Okay, Too Faced NYX got a good one too.
So we were.
What's a good one?
Too Faced and the other one is NYX. They got a good one.
NYX, yes.
Yeah.
Too Faced. She gonna set up here, and see, this is the type of Sagittarius shit that she does. So we talking about how
that's very sage.
We're talking about how great
yes,
her
I love you, but that's
how
very sage.
I am.
That's very sage.
And then she
goes. How she got that lipstick out.
Not only does she touch up, but she gives herself a bright lip to make them even more voluptuous. It's the backward shade for me.
That's a Sagittarius.
Yeah,
you know, it just is.
Yes, confessional.
And I know because I have a Sagittarius friend, so I know.
Yes.
And he's a mess.
They freak. So free. They
do everything. Don't care.
Yeah, they free.
It is what it is.
To lock them
You
down.
say I look good. I know I look good.
It is what it is. That's what I tell them all the time at work. Say one and heard me at work. Girl, why did you just say that? Because.
Period. Right.
I'm
those people love her. Oh my God, they love her at work.
They do. I be hollering when she be on.
And I be like, "What? Didn't you just say so and so, girl?"
And they did. And cut them out and keep right on going.
People like that. People love it. They love that type of real.
Especially black men love it. They just, I don't know why they love it. Black men and white men.
Because honestly, like I said, I told y'all, I was a black motherfucker for years. My mama was a black motherfucker for years, and I thought that was my name. Then I approached her with it. I was like, okay, wait a minute, black motherfucker. I said, you used to call me black motherfucker all the time. She said, nah. She said, motherfucker, I didn't tell you that.
Yeah, right. Her correction still addressed you as well. Right.
Now what's my that was
you know what though? You know another reason why we let shit add up. And notice I said we let shit add up.
Yeah.
Because as kids, our parents did that.
Right.
We didn't get a whooping. We didn't get an immediate redirect or, coaching session, what I'll say right then. They wait until that shit add up and then they beat the hell out of you and they go through their list. So then we adapt to that mindset.
Oh,
right. Yep.
And I can't tell you. It's like confused. It's like, what you whooping my ass for?
Everything that you look for. It's for the shit that you did get in trouble for. Like, it's everything. You're like, well, damn, that's not fair. Okay. Or the shit that you did that I didn't know about.
Right. Or that part, the part that you thought I didn't know that I know now.
Okay.
That you just told on yourself about. Thank you.
You know what? I'm still upset about that because the stories I got.
I stayed in my ass.
See, I didn't get beat that much. I got beat, but they stopped after a while because it was like, girl, we ain't doing all that bullshit. You just gonna get on punishment and you just gonna have to deal with it.
Girl, I wish I could have got punishment.
Punishment don't work for
but punishments don't work. But see, punishments work. Punishments work for me, but they didn't work for me.
They didn't work for me.
They worked for me, but they didn't work for me. The fact that I got beat as a kid, first off, the punishments meant once I heard we disappointed, that shattered my whole life and my whole being. Like, let me go up and stay in my room and shut the hell up, girl.
Oh, was it? I guess I was a smart ass child. I'm disappointed. I am too.
No, but legally, that's after a while, girl. So now the disappointment stopped at like 16. Once they said disappointed, I was like, well, girl, you just gonna have to be disappointed then.
Okay, I don't know why I take it to Jesus.
I'm like, you just gonna have to be disappointed, girl.
Jesus.
Yeah.
See that's the type of energy that I feel that you gave. So you were just like, girl, okay.
Because it really was like once 16 happened, and then like I was like, all right, girl, I know who I am. Y'all gonna have to deal with it once I'm 20 years old. They're gonna have to deal with it anyway. So I'm just gonna do it right now.
But here's the thing: my mom would get mad at me, but I'm just like her. Like, you mad because I got a mouth, but you got a mouth too.
Exactly. This is my argument with my mother every day.
Right. And you know what's crazy? That's a conversation I had with my mama, and it fucked her up. Because,
really?
Like she said, I told her, she was like, you just out there being gay. This is exactly what she said.
She said you just out there being gay.
I said, well, you told me that you always taught me to be myself and love myself and don't give a damn what nobody else said. And so when you're upset because that now includes you.
Right.
That's what the problem is.
Yeah, you out there being gay, like you just put on a pair of Louboutins and just walking around.
Lyric, this is the thing. So I remember the first time I got my hair dyed.
Yeah.
I walked into and got my ears pierced and my nose pierced. I walked in the house, right? My mom's just like me. Me and my mom are like this split image of each other when it comes to our attitudes. So I just walk in the house, already knowing that she gonna have something to say, because again, I know her mother. So I walked in, she like, why you do your hair like that? I was like, girl, because I felt like it. And do you pay for it? And it was like, but then my mom is shady like this, so she'll do this because she's a Leo. So you know how we do. Yeah. So she goes, it's cute though. and then like when I first got my nose pierced and stuff like that, I had to take it out for one reason or whatever. Yeah. He was like, so what happened to your little nose rings and shit? But when I got the nose rings, you was looking at me like I was crazy and I was a dead on demon.
You can always tell it's gonna be some shade because it'll be like, so what happened to your love?
Right.
Your little friend, your little boyfriend. You know, that's how you like shading you because they feel like, yeah, I told you. Oh my God. So listen, I was in, what grade was I in? 7th grade. And I kept telling mom, I want to dye my hair red. I want to dye my hair red. I want to dye my hair red. She was like, no. And my grandmother is a hairstylist. Well, was a hairstylist at the time. So I went up to my grandmama's house and I decided that I wanted nice and easy. What was it called?
Oh, Jesus.
Auburn red or reddest Auburn. I remember. Nice.
Oh, no.
I remember. So I went over to my grandmama's house. I was staying there for the weekend. And I said I was going to go to the grocery store. I was going, the drugstore is what we called it. Yeah. I was going to go to and Lyric, I don't know how old you are, but it was the store it was called Buy Right. You know, we used to have the Buy Right. Uh-huh. So we went to the Buy Right. I picked me up one, put it in my bag, went over to my grandmama's house and, you know, did my little hair, got up under and then had the nerve to get up under the hair dryer with it.
Oh,
girl.
You know that shit was the hottest Auburn ever. I got away from under it. I looked and I was like, oh, it's cute. It wasn't. Oh, it's cute.
My mama, you had to hold it. You had to say it was cute. Because you did it.
Yeah, because I did it. My auntie, my mama's oldest sister said, you know your mama gonna beat your ass. I know she been telling you that you were. Well, wait, she waited. She saw me put the color in. She saw me put on the dryer. She waited until I was done and said, you know your mama gonna beat your ass.
Right.
Why you couldn't say that like 20 minutes ago?
No, because she was like a hard head that's gonna make a soft ass. My mama came and got me. And she looked at me and she said, I'm going to beat your ass. So I had an S curl.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm giving you all of it. I'm giving you the 80s complete. I had an S curl with this red auburn hair. No. And when you put the product in, you know, it toned your hair down.
It does.
Very.
No. She said, you can't put no product in it. It was sticking all over my head. And she made me go to school like that. Looking a hot ass
Pants back in the day wasn't shit, man. That's what
I couldn't get a haircut. I couldn't get nothing. So when the sides grew in black, she made me walk around like that for 2 months.
Wait, how old?
I was in 7th grade. So you know when I got to school, they ate my ass up.
I know they did.
And the school that I went to was called Highland Heights. It's right off of Meridian. Meridian and Lishi Avenue. I got ate up. You know they told my ass up.
You know, my mom was crazy. She whipped my ass in front of the class.
Oh yeah.
Her and my teacher conspired. Baby, I was jumping on shit, you know, because I was the class clown. You know, I would like to make people laugh. I'm jumping and moving around, and I'm jumping around. I'm in the cubbies, just doing shit. Man, I look back behind me. Both my mama and the teacher was standing there like that.
Oh, for arms folded. Right. That ever happened to you? Jasmine gives me she was a good kid in school to her.
Were you good, Jazzy?
I was good until my teacher told me to shut up.
Oh,
wait. What grade were you in?
7th or 8th grade. When she told me to shut up, I cussed her ass out. I got sent home.
But
and then
I know she did.
Was that your breaking point? Or you
no, okay, so
the
word that I can't stand for somebody to tell me is to shut up. You can tell me to be quiet. You can tell me to hush, but do not tell me to shut up.
Okay.
My own mother don't tell me to shut up. She tells me to hush or be quiet. And I told her, I was like, I quoted, I said, bitch, my own mama don't tell me that. And she looked at me, and I looked at her. She looked at me again, and she said, what? I said, my own bitch, my own mama don't tell me to shut up.
Yeah, I will repeat it.
She said, well, sir, you can walk right on down to the principal's office. I said, gladly, bitch. Let me grab my stuff.
I'm gonna give another bitch as I walk out.
I know. That's like my 11th grade story.
My bad is.
I ain't with that. And then, baby, when I got down there to the dean's office and everything, and they was talking about, I said, because she told me to shut up. What do you mean she told you to shut up? So when I explained to them what had happened was, and so they was like, well, you need to take 3 licks and go on back to class, or you can go home.
You ain't whooping my
ass. Hey, lady. Yeah, they suspended me. Hey, lady, so they suspended me. I already knew I was gonna get it from her because number one, I'm calling her on her job. Number two, she having to get off of her job to come pick me up. I already know I'm getting it from her. So I'm not gonna get no double draw. I'm not gonna get written up, get 3 licks at school, then go home.
So if they gave you licks at school where you're from, they told your parents too?
Yeah, they had to write me up. So what happened was they would write me up, and they would have a consent. Either you consent to the licks, but you wouldn't get the licks the same day. Your parents had to consent to the licks also. So you would get the licks the next day.
But see, at our school, it was at the beginning of the year. They used to call it corporal punishments, what they called it in school back in the day. And at the beginning of the year, you would consent if you could get paddled at school or not. Your parents would. Of course, my mom was like, "Yes."
I was already there.
My mom was like, "Yes, you can." And so I think she stopped when I was in 7th grade. Seems like a hard year when I reflect back. She stopped in 7th grade because the teacher did something weird. So instead of just, they have you bend over on the desk and they paddle you, he took his hands, put his hands in the back of my belt, my britches up, almost gave me a wedgie, and then paddled me. So I was like, I told him I got paddled, and I told her why, and I told her what he did, and she was like, "Oh, that shit don't sound right. You ain't gotta put your hands nowhere inside." So then she stopped, which I really hated because she told me up way more than they ever could. So
you know what? You said the number 7. That's the year of completion, baby.
I was a completed mess then. So then when does the year of renewal start? Because when I tell you, I got it was so much happening in 7th grade, and I don't know why.
I think honestly, like around that time was my hard time too. Like, well, I would say more of
Mine was 8th grade.
Yeah.
I went from Suicide Girl, and then after that it was a Tornado Girl. I was dragging everybody from left to right. Once I went to high school, it was everybody could get it.
Yeah.
Everybody can get it.
I was throwing tables, throwing trays.
You still everybody can get it.
That's just when it began.
Right.
No, really, I was bad. I was kind of bad in school before that, but it was the bullying part of it all, and then you finally figuring out who the fuck your ass is, and then having to deal with the internalized bullshit that you got, and you don't feel like dealing with it, so you just want to take everybody else that was attacking you before.
Yeah.
And see, I understand where you're coming from. For me, I didn't really truly get my voice back because I had my voice and I lost my voice.
Yeah.
And people don't understand when I say I had my voice and I lost my voice. I lost my voice when I got raped. So when I got my voice back from that point on, I don't care if I hurt your feelings. You get upset and mad with me. Nobody's going to ever silence me again. And that's the way I feel.
Yeah.
I was like, once I get up, I literally said to God, I was like, I'm never gonna keep my mouth shut ever again. Once I was like, if you bring me out of this, Lord, I'm not taking my this voice is gonna be used for everything I need it to be used for.
Yeah.
Now there's still some stuff I need to make you understand still, but that's a different story. But when it comes to cussing somebody out when they need to be cussed out, that will surely all happen.
Yeah. And then I didn't get to that point, honestly, and to keep it real, until like about a year and a half ago. It took me so long to be able to tell people about themselves, and you know what I'm saying. When I started really finding myself, I was just like, "Fuck that! I'm not holding back no more," because I started really seeing how damaging it was.
See, I had to learn the other way because I was still at that time attending church regularly with some people.
Yeah.
So I had to do it the nice, nasty way without cussing. So, that was kind of sort of hard to cuss somebody out without cussing.
Right.
But I figured it out.
That's where you really honed in on your reading the way she reads now.
Okay.
It just helps you with your reading skills.
Yes, Jasmine reads for film.
She comes through with the church fan shade, honey.
I do not know how to do that.
She gives you, so there's a difference between reading for filth and church shade, baby. That church shade, though.
Oh, that church shade is up.
Don't it hurt?
Oh, yes. So she's got that good old church shade, honey.
Church shade is at work.
If you coming through with like a Phaedra read, is you giving one of them?
Yes,
she does. Very much.
Don't listen to them. I'm not
very
like
much
that.
So.
Very much so. I'm not like that.
You are like that. I love you, damn, but you do that.
Mother, you get this.
You know, Phaedra can read for days, baby. Her reads they be something else.
2 weeks later, you still sitting there looking at the Bible. Like, what happened?
Right.
I save those really for whenever I'm at work. Like me and Savon be on the phone, and then they start getting up underneath my skin at work, and then somebody just came through, so I had to let them have it. And then they still having a whole conversation with me, and I done read them for filth, and they didn't even realize that I done read them.
And the gag is my ass be working and digging her ass on, talking about what that bitch say? What did say?
Yeah.
Knowing good damn well she don't need no encouragement. No, she didn't.
You got a good read in you too.
Oh,
Here's the thing about my read, I had to tone it down.
Got you.
So my mouth used to be extremely reckless, and I had to learn to reverse it just so that I can breathe and sustain in a corporate environment. Because I was the type of person to be like someone. First of all, my mama is the only hoe. Look, and she's not a hoe, but this is the shit that I would say. My mama is the only hoe that can whoop my ass and me give a damn about it. So ain't nothing else you can do. So at work, I would be like, so who gonna whoop me? I had to change it. Ain't none of y'all hoes gonna give me a whooping. So why I'm not scared of none of y'all hoes.
Right.
Look, per my last email.
As
Yes.
That per my last.
Savon, dear renter.
Lyric. I don't know if you heard that story.
What happened?
Now that's the one y'all talking about comes with a shade. That helps down there.
She said, when she, oh Lord.
What I've learned to do is to give people a nice corporate shade.
Yeah.
And they still feel it. So there was this lady that moved in the back, and she complained about my dogs barking, which she had a valid complaint. Okay. I just didn't like how she did it. So instead of her coming around and knocking on the door saying, "Hey, how are you? I'm so-and-so. Listen, I've got a newborn baby. Your dogs are barking, blah, blah, this, that, and other." No, she sends her husband around to come on my property to leave a note in the mailbox. Wait a minute, in the mailbox. And then he drove and went back. And see, she lives behind me on a whole other street. But see, she didn't catch these cameras. So I saw the vehicle and I saw the tag. So I just went to every, because I'm petty. I went down every street. Because I knew if they were complaining about my dogs barking, they had to live somewhere close.
Right.
In front, beside, or behind me. So I found her in the back, honey. I had to address her. So I wrote her a nice little note too.
Period.
And I started it with, "Dear renter." I was like, "Dear renter." Okay, I know you're new to the neighborhood.
That's super shady. You said
super shady. I didn't know if she was buying her house or not. There was no way for me to know that. But it didn't matter. I wanted her to know what I thought about her. So I was like, "Dear renter." And she was like, if she said something about the next time they bark, I'm going to record them and I'm going to call the police. And of course, I end the letter with, "You can call her, the police, Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. But the one thing that I can promise you, if you step foot on this property that says no trespassing, you're going to have to call a whole nother army of folk to get me off of you." And I ended with, "Signed, owner."
Yeah.
I'm talking about.
And I thank you.
Look, and I thank you.
Right.
Oh, nice pageant read. And I thank you.
That was very professionally put.
It was really lyric. It sounded so. I wish I would have recorded, because, babe, I wrote it too. So you know it's bad. I got me a pen and paper, honey, and that script. I know she could probably barely read it. And I went around her house. It was like 11 something at night because I just got off from working both jobs, so I was already pissed. Went around there, sat in front of the house, so they can know that I'm out there, and then put it in her mailbox.
Oh my God.
Now, I'm going to go old school. Now, did you waste an envelope? Not an envelope, but an envelope.
I put it in the envelope. I did, and sealed it. I wanted her to open it. Have me experience. Yes.
You ain't do it on the back of a bill, did you? You actually
I actually used a good clean envelope, honey.
Hold on, Jasmine. You took me back. With the
you know, the old folks say envelope. You got an envelope in there?
No,
you got an envelope.
Told to make sure you clean that damn room up and that kitchen up before Mama came home. That's what that was put on. The
Oh, the back of the bill, the little note.
Yeah.
The little or use the envelope that came with the bill.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Make sure you clean that damn kitchen up and make sure you put the chicken in the sink and make sure you make the water run over.
And you better not wet this letter up because I got to send it off tomorrow.
Yeah. Dear. So this is why Go-Go will always in the middle of a story will say, "Dear renter."
Right.
No, right now, I'm not letting that go.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, and there's nothing wrong with renting. I was just so mad that I became bougie for a second.
Right.
And I just knew, I just knew. And so
owner.
That's the standard I want to get to. Shit.
Jasmine, that's what got me too. That signed
owner.
So basically, the difference between us, baby.
I will be here and you will be evicted. That's the difference.
Right.
I will be here.
And I corrected. Now I did correct my action because what was happening was, I'll tell you what happened. I was getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, going to the gym, and I would let the dogs out before I go. And one don't know how to shut the fuck up, so I know that I should let them out and let them right back in.
Yeah.
I tested my pussy, and she read me. She got my ass together. She should have. I just didn't like the way she did it.
Now, how can somebody get you together, but you don't like the way they do it?
Because she could have just said, listen, your dog is making too much noise, blah, blah, blah. You know what, man? I would have apologized, said, I'm sorry, that's not how I do. But it's just the fact that she came up. And then when I saw the camera, I was like, bitch, how you gonna have a problem then send your husband around here? Excuse me?
What you trying to do? What you trying to
Girl,
say?
what was he gonna do? And when I tell you he jumped in and out of that truck so goddamn fast.
Look, if you will.
Girl.
He showed that he was scared himself. Girl, what you
that's how I knew she ran him. And that's why I wanted to read her personally. Because the only person you run in that house is Julio.
Because shit, when you seen that, you God darn it, shit.
Yes. So before they moved, he ended up being a landscaper, and I was talking to him about his yard. It was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, hey, how are you doing? He said, I'm fine. I said, I'd like for us to officially meet.
Right.
Shady. I know that your wife sent you around here, so we didn't get to meet on the best terms. I'm Savon. And I love your grass. And I love your grass.
Now, how much would you charge me to do mine?
Exactly.
Bye, sir.
I was like, man. Anyway, y'all.
Oh my God, you got my head hurt with that. I ain't gonna let that go.
Yeah, just say dear renter or occupant. There you go.
I love y'all. Oh,
Cheese and crackers.
We gonna make this happen, Jasmine. This
But
is
I'm
awesome.
the real.
I'm
You
sorry.
That's why I be like, when Savon be trying to say that I'm the reader girl, I feel like Savon, no, girl.
You know,
That
hey,
be rental take me out.
got readers, baby. No, you got readers for different things. You know.
Well,
you know, I learned,
old nasty corporate.
but you know what? The person who taught me how to read was my late best friend.
Yeah.
His birthday was November 23rd, so that makes him a Sagittarius.
Sag, yes.
Baby. So I had to learn how to get my emotions together real quick in ninth grade because
Exactly.
extremely direct.
But we have to learn that because you know what I'm saying? Like we got, people coming at us because we, trans, gay, whatever it may be. We had to learn how to read. Get them motherfuckers together.
Because they automatically thought we was punks just because. And when I say punk, being weak,
right,
like, that took all of our strength away.
Right.
Like,
Seriously.
Real quick, and I'm one of them quick.
And then imagine being my short little ass girl. I'm only 5'4", girl.
Well, shit,
I wasn't gonna do nothing, girl. So
I'm 6 foot. How do you think it is for me being 6 foot and then walking around here trying to be cute and the Amazon?
I mean, girl, I feel you. I'm a good 6'1", girl, 6'2".
Yes, height.
So
we have to shut them down quick. And then imagine going to a whole new church. Picture just 5-6 years ago, going to a whole new church, having on a pair of cute little heels and a cute little outfit.
Yeah.
And then they looking at you like, And I just be sitting up there just waiting for them. Just please do something. Say something stupid so I can get it.
Oh, honey,
that we have to be like that.
We should have a whole show about that because I would do the most going to church. And when I say the most, not the most to be the most outlandish, but because of church being an area that I feel like I was going to be judged the most, I would go in there being like the baddest bitch ever. You hear me?
Right.
I always made sure the outfits was together, the hair was together, the makeup was on point.
But I think that's what got us pulled though, bitch. We were too perfect.
Right.
It was so crazy because I asked my pastor, I was like, okay, y'all got so much to say in your sermons about gay people and all that shit, but y'all let us sit in your choir and sing your song.
Yeah,
it's actually a pastor.
But
There's
then
actually a pastor on Instagram that was saying the same thing. Said that how is it for the last 150 years that we've allowed the homosexuals, y'all want to sit and talk about them? He said before y'all can sit and talk about them, he's like, but out of the last 150 years of all of the great national songs that's been written by the homosexual community, how can you take and judge them? But then we're still taking in learning all their songs, teaching all their songs.
Okay.
Like, you need to sit down somewhere with that. That talking about somebody's sexuality is out now. The whole church went up mad at him, baby.
Because this is the thing, like even with the situation, I think his name is Darrell Walls or Daryl Walls.
Daryl.
Like, it made me so mad because I'm like, before y'all knew his sexual
preference,
he blessed y'all.
Yeah.
He delivered y'all. He saved y'all. He led y'all into your higher being. But now that you know what he do in his bedroom, it's a problem.
And then we can talk about B Slade, girl. B Slade.
Crazy. It's crazy. It blows my mind. It's just the ignorance.
Here's the one thing that gets me too. All these years, it ain't never came out, but all of a sudden somebody in your camp let it slip. No, baby.
Oh, that messed me up. That messed me up.
No, baby. That wasn't a slip up. He
literally had the like the video in his close friends. So I'm like, damn, that's fucked up. The people that you
one of your close friends, and y'all done had several gatherings. So why all of a sudden?
Exactly.
That's that hidden jealousy that I be talking about. That people don't know.
And this is what I learned. I learned that they were getting out. They were going through situations with their contracts.
Yeah, they were. They were all trying to get out.
Right. They weren't getting paid the way that they were supposed to be getting paid. The parents were fighting that situation because, they didn't see really much of a dime.
What?
So I promise you, the brother, what is it? The little brother,
Alec.
Yeah, Alec. He talks openly about it. So what I feel like happened was, it was like, okay, I got you. Since y'all wanna fight out of your contract, since y'all wanna do all this stuff and talk bad about the label, all this stuff, I got you. That's what I feel like happened.
That's exactly what happened. It was a control thing.
It was
a make or break situation.
Yes.
But here's what he's going to learn. Truthfully, I feel like he may not have understood it at that time, but this is when he truly found his freedom.
Right.
And I think he's going to be pleasantly surprised at the outpouring of support that he's still going to have. God has a way of bringing things out and allowing it to manifest when you can't find a way to do it yourself.
Exactly. You got to be pushed into that. You got to be pushed into your identity sometimes. Sometimes if you don't know how to do it yourself, the universe has an amazing way to make it happen.
Oh my God. That's why I tell people all the time, listen, don't.
Yeah.
You have to deal with it at some point.
You do.
Take this opportunity to plan for it, come up with a game plan, because running from it, unless you're going to stay away from it, not deal with it, those who, live undercover, down low, I understand the several reasons why they do that, but the only way they can truly be safe is to not do anything and be just totally desolate, because you can't really secure and make sure no one's going to say anything ever. You can't.
I got tired of not living. I got tired of having girlfriends. I ain't want that. Shit, and you wondering why I'm not touching on you and feeling on you and all that kind of. Girl, I don't want you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got tired of living like that.
So check this out.
It just was too much for me. And that's the reason why ninth grade year was just my hardest year, because I started trying to be everything everybody wanted me to be in high school. You know what I'm saying? When you get in high school, I was popular with the popular kids. I was popular with the people that people didn't want to even talk to. Everybody loved me, and I felt like somebody. Yeah, it's like I felt I had to be everything to everybody, and I didn't even get a chance to really live in my high school experience.
Are you sure you a damn Cancer? You sound more like a damn Libra to me. Are you sure you a Cancer?
It just was hard. It was so difficult, and I just got tired of that shit. I was like, you know what? Listen, you gonna whoever dislike me, whoever hate me, whatever. And I I told the truth. And when I tell you, when I told my mama, oh my God, I was every kind of faggot, every kind of, all kind of different things. And, you know, I had to remember that, listen, I looked past what she was saying. I looked past all of that. And I was like, you know what? I love you, queen. I'm not worried about what you're talking about because that's your anger. You got to deal with something. You not liking that part of me is something in you.
Yeah.
That you need to deal with. And I'm looking past all that. I love you. When I tell you, I got to the point, me and my mama stopped talking for 2 years. And I was 5 minutes away from her. Never to go to her house, none of that. Me and my mama like this.
Yeah.
Now, because I had to learn that if you don't stand for something,
that's right.
You don't fall
for anything. And we have to understand that we got to stand in who we are. Quit being afraid of being who we are, accepting who we are, because all them damn lies and looking at everybody's opinions of who we are and shit, that's what's causing our problems. We too much about everybody else.
It is. It is. And it can't be an option. It can't. You being yourself can't be optional. And so I was telling a close friend, I said the difference between me and you is the fact that it was never an option for me.
Come on, man.
There's nothing that's more intellectual. There's nothing that's greater. There are no decisions that I made in life other than the fact that I decided that I had to be myself and no, I'm sorry. I take that back. It wasn't a decision. There was no way I could be anything else.
Come on now.
And that's the only difference.
Yeah.
Really. And you find it remarkably easy. People who don't like you will love you when you're authentic.
Right. Amen.
So Vaughn, when I tell you the people that I thought that wasn't gonna rock with me, around the good ones, you know what I'm saying? You know, the thugs, you know?
Yeah.
And prayed them and you know, they love me. You know,
exactly.
Look, I was getting DMs from people that I was like,
hello.
Right.
Hello.
You mean if I would have been myself in high school, I could have got a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. My cousin, at the time, very well known in the street community. It was so funny because he would actually see different things, like when we were, because he that's my cousin. He didn't give a fuck. Don't nobody say nothing.
Right.
Do none of this shit like that. That's my cousin. You keep your shit together.
Right.
But he would be amazed at how many people. He'd be like, wait a minute, cuz.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
Yeah.
Like, you mean to tell me? I'm like, listen,
Yes.
none of his thug friends, even the ones who don't walk the walk, don't fuck with it, don't do none of that. They ain't had no problems with me because I was real, I was authentic, and it was just like, I'm cool with you. But then there was some that he was like, I be goddamn.
Right.
I had a situation in high school where this beautiful, she was, I swear, like, people looked at her as one of the most beautiful girls in the school, right? Me and her were extremely close. And her boyfriend was that thug that you just don't want to fuck with his girl because you know that nigga crazy.
He crazy.
And they knew he was crazy. And for some reason, you know what I'm saying, people didn't understand why I could always be around her.
Yeah.
He would give me money out of his stash because he was a pusher, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would get money out of his stash. People didn't understand why. Because nigga, I know who you slept with. In my community. Nigga, I knew everything that you did. I knew what you was about. So he would never say a word to me. And people was just like, bro, how can you be around her? And he don't, dudes couldn't, it got to the point where like dudes were so afraid to even like be around. They would look down when she would walk in the hallway.
Damn.
He was about that. He really was about that life. Me, man, I'm around her. I'm kicking it with her and all that. He wouldn't say shit to me. He got to when I would come around or when he would come around me, he would, hey, what's up, bro? What's up? And they would look like
yeah, because he was like, I'm gonna need you to, I'm gonna hand you this hush money. We gotta understand him, right?
Facts.
Right.
Yeah.
I miss those days. I ain't gonna lie. I miss hush money.
Oh, that hush money was fire, wasn't it?
Man,
you worry about lunch. You ain't had to worry.
Nothing. And you know what's so crazy?
Hush Dick
I
was
was
good
in
too.
the white neighborhood, girl.
What you say, Jazz?
Hush Dick was good
Bump
too.
that.
Right.
It was. But let me tell you something. This is why I never understood why side chicks talk so goddamn much.
Man.
Can we talk
I
about
don't
it?
know what that's about.
Stupid.
Because I was raised to keep my mouth closed.
I mean, and the benefits that you have, like, girl, like, I don't want to be the main one. I like the side chick benefits. For a long time, I did. I get to do what I want to do, go where I want to go, buy what I want to buy.
Yeah.
Honey, she the one had to do all the other wifely. I had to do all this shit. Hell no.
That shit, he ain't even worth it. Bitch, we getting what we need from what he worth. Baby, he worth me taking his money.
Well,
And taking yours too and spending it.
his money, her money, and his dick all in
Look,
one.
their money.
But you know what I'm saying? We, you know, it's the side, you know, it was a lot of benefits that we
It
got.
was a lot of benefits to say.
You know, it was my mentor Ajna Sarah was talking about the movie what the heck, The Color Purple.
Yeah.
I remember when Suge had first got there and she was like, I don't want to smell no damn pipe, Albert.
Right.
And Celie was sitting at the bottom of the steps like, Albert. She don't know that man's name.
No.
Right.
He was Mr.
Right.
Mr. Peter.
Mister. Period.
Period. And she came in there, baby, and she talked so nasty to his ass, and he just was like he just gave in.
Cause
What the hell you trying to do? Trying to kill me? What is this mess? You trying to kill me?
Right.
He knew him for who he really was, and when Ajna was like, you know, we need to give respect to the side chick, baby, because the side chick really know that man.
They do.
They, you know, I've been a side chick. You know,
Yep.
You know that individual. Man, I know your insecurity. I know your doubts. I know your fears.
That be them same ones.
Come on, Jasmine.
That be them same ones. No tea, no shade. And Savon is. And when I used to be on the stereo app, they used to hit me. That be them same ones that be up right up in my face, and I tell them straight up, "Hey, I'm a unicorn," and then I break down what unicorn means. And they tell them that it was like, yeah. So,
I'm a
huh?
I need that.
You would tell them she's a unicorn. I
did, and I was and then.
What the fuck is a unicorn?
And then when I break it down to him, then I was like, you know, so what's up? This, that, and the third. And I'm like, okay, so we don't got past this. I said, so what you need to do is I need a couple airways.
Period.
And then they look at me, they say, what? And save on my witness. I ain't lying to you. I go through that and I make them spend $3,000-$4,000.
That's it. Why
so
you
don't give me your number? When you come and get it out, then we'll talk.
Like what would they? It's crazy. Like for real. Why so many side chicks talk when they shouldn't? Shut up.
I ain't got time for it.
My mouth closed, honey.
I mean, it irritate me to the point. You do realize I still know your wife, right?
Right.
Oh. Or then someone come in with their wife. Hey, girl, I ain't seen you in so long. Oh, you know her? I know her. What's going on?
Have y'all ever been in an experience where they want you to become friends with the girlfriend? I'm like, why do I got to become
friends? I have.
Yes, I have too. I've been.
That's the easiest way to keep tabs on them, because what you do is once you play that girlfriend role, then he gonna try to figure out what your phone number is in her phone, and you just keep her up. You just keep her up.
Girl. And I was like, he called you looking for her, bitch. You know she ain't over here.
I got to spill this tea to y'all. I got to spill this tea. So I had.
Oh yeah.
Oh Lord.
So my aunt, she's a hairdresser, and she had a client, and beautiful lady. The lady was gorgeous, and me, I was still trying to play the bisexual role.
I remember that time in life.
So she thought I was attractive. We connected or whatever, and I took her number. We would text back and forth, and I also met a guy. He was a doctor.
Oh,
in Lenox Village. Savon, come on.
Lenox Village.
You know Lenox Village.
Bro, that's nice.
Lenox Village is nice as hell. It's a community, like a huge
money.
church in the community. It's bad. So I got connected with him. You know, I'm feeling him. You know, I finally get a chance to get to his crib or whatever. And I'm sitting down and I look around and I'm like, this decoration, this ain't no dude's apartment. Like, this look like some family shit.
Right.
So I'm sitting there, I'm looking around, and I see this picture like placed down on a little mantle. So he goes to the bathroom and I pick the fucking picture up. It's her.
Oh no, no.
And a little boy. A lot of y'all not. This
not the one from the shop.
Girl that I was texting.
Well,
Like me.
Shit the hell.
So my mind is blown. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what the coincidence that this shit would just happen to me. So I'm sitting there, I sat down. He's like, you know, he come out the back, he's like, you good, you cool? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm really fucked up. I'm really trying to figure out how the fuck I'm gonna get out of here.
Oh my
All
God.
of a sudden I hear keys jiggle. I'm like,
let me sip this tea.
She comes in the house. I'm sitting on the couch with him.
And she probably like,
the look that they gave me was like, please don't tell my husband, please don't tell my wife.
Oh
Like,
my God. So they ain't say shit because you was
they shit. So she was like, she didn't want to really approach the situation because she knew she had been communicating with me. He didn't want to approach the situation because he knew what was going on with us. He was like, yeah, bro, hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? I see you later, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, all that. And I'm like, okay, cool, man. I catch you. You know, we'll talk.
I'm so nasty. I took opportunity of both of that, baby.
So
right.
I left. You better know my motherfucking phone was ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
Right. It was, please don't tell my husband. It was, please don't tell my wife.
Right.
I left both alone. I stopped because then I was just like, man, this is too much for me. That ain't really a situation that I really want to be in. So I left them both alone. Probably like I figured out probably 6 months later, she found out that he was gay. So she put him out of the house, all kind of craziness. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty much she put 2 and 2 together. Like, yeah, some, you know, because she, it was
write me a check.
I mean, so like
you go back and get it.
I mean, right. I would have did a good old look. I would have did a good old follow up.
I was young, man. I was so young because it like certain things, you know, I'm gonna give y'all a little more piece of tea.
That was God though, Lyric.
And I felt like it was, but see, the thing is certain things that did not add up to me because this is a part of me that people don't know about, but you getting all the tea, Jasmine, on your show, Jesus. So,
well, all the tea does come out normally whenever they talk to me.
He brought me to. We had a little sexual experience one time, and it was in a salon.
Ooh, in her salon.
I know that it was her salon.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even know whose salon it was, but I knew he had paper. So I don't know what you invest in. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you own. You know what I'm saying? And so I was really confused, and we had the little experience, and it was always in the back of my head. But you know, he bought the salon for her.
That's how it goes.
I was like, bro, like the disrespect, like it was just like I felt disgusted, and I think that was a part of me that kind of, you know, because of the type of person I am, it kind of fucked me up really, because I was like, bro, you are in this whole relationship. She's in this, like, what's going on between y'all dynamic that got y'all doing shit like this, like. And take me in the space that you purchased for her, like.
But then, like, apparently she didn't care too much for him because she was doing the same thing.
Right. It was just like, why?
See, those types of marriages like that to me be for what you can do for me and what I can do for you. Yeah. So as long as you keep me taken care of, I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be your trophy.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the moment that you don't keep me taken care of, I got to find somebody else that's going to keep me taken care of.
And you know what? It's okay as long as they understand that, right? But the fact that she got upset that he had a whole situation going on, that's hypocritical to me because, girl, it don't matter if it was a male or a female, girl, y'all both was stepping outside each other. Get to the root of the problem.
Oh, that was the problem.
And then secondly, what I will say, Miss Regina, Miss Pitt said she asked Lyric, what wisdom would you give your younger self? The one thing that I would tell my younger self, based off of this conversation, the stuff that I went through with people and the things that I saw, I would tell myself to absorb, embrace, and learn. Because what I will say is, it has taught me about people.
Man.
The one thing about us being in the LGBTQ community, we are like those side chicks. We know the real authentic.
We know
their authentic selves because they express that to us in privacy.
Yeah.
So when we see people, we're not shocked when people say, "Oh my God, he did so and so, so and so." We sitting there like, "Oh girl, that's it."
Right.
Right. Oh girl, yeah, accurate. You know, and they looking at us like, "What you mean?" I'm like, "Girl, like for real, like church." I saw ministers for themselves in church. Oh my God.
Oh, have you ever had that experience where they prophesy over your life and they laying hands on you, and then next thing you know, they trying to lay hands on you?
They trying to lay hands on you. Yeah,
I've had many of those.
Yes.
Oh God, if God told me to give you a word, he didn't. He did not tell you
the word because you saw how thick I was in these.
That's what it was. You want a word. He didn't tell you to give a word. You want a word.
No, but then it'll be hilarious when you go out to the club, girl, and you see them and they want to hide.
Man, I'm like,
why are you even at the club? You know you finna run into all of your folks there. Don't even go to the club.
Especially Savannah, especially in Nashville, because it's only a few good ones. It's only a few.
It's only. They do lay hands on you, in you, around you. Then they want to put tongues on you too.
Say on.
Ooh. Well, I thank you.
But you know,
hey, BBB, I shanto.
It's a bota kata ita mata. They're coming from Africa.
My God, today.
Okay, coming from Africa, the angels. They coming from Africa.
Yes, honey.
But you know, them pastors, they was some of them was pretty good at what they did.
And they money too.
And they was.
I loved being the first sissy.
I'm going to bed. It's time to go.
I want to leave. I'm leaving. Where's the door?
I just want you to know that college, I have to worry about books.
Wait.
The first, like I said, the first sissy. You got the first lady. You got the first wife, the first lady, and then you got the first sissy.
You ain't lying.
Ooh, child.
They don't want to talk about that role.
They don't.
Because it's the truth.
It is the truth.
The choir director?
Yeah, they don't want to hear that.
You just want to keep your mouth shut. And I knew how to keep my mouth shut. That's why my student loan is paid off now.
Hello. Because I don't understand. These new hoes want to go and tell everything. Shut the fuck up.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Up your bag. Like, you just said, I don't get it. I don't understand it. I'm like, dude, you messing up your bag. But you know what? I'm not gonna tell on you shit. I just want more for myself, so I'm gonna move around if I want to move around. That's like I'm just gonna expose you.
But wait, Lyric. What about the ones that don't want you to move around?
You know,
they got their wife and all the other, but they want you to be so exclusive to them.
Yeah, but
that's been my problem though, because I'll get these men who have these girlfriends like, okay, you doing you, I'm doing me. But as soon as they find I'm talking to another guy, what the fuck?
It's no problem.
Not y'all have lived. I'm crying. Why is that you gonna say y'all have lived? I'm gonna be. I'm just the one that has never had no side chick situation hollering because I'm like,
I'm trying to figure out he actually came on here with a whole picture.
Okay, I've just been here just looking at his Majesty the King, and I'm like, okay,
Majesty has lived. Majesty, you've lived.
Right, man. You don't
all I like to say is that I was talking to a person, and the other night I went into the Walmart. I'm gonna be like the old folks. I went into the Walmart.
The Walmart.
Right. And when I went into the Walmart, he was there with his children.
Yeah, sure.
Yes. And when I went up in there and I seen him with his children, I walked down the aisle. I act like I didn't see him. He act like he didn't see me. And I think he wanted me to say something to him, but I kept on walking like I didn't know who he was. And I bypassed him like 2 or 3 times, and then he just had like this attitude. I guess I'm like,
Ooh,
if you really want to say something to me,
Well,
like
why?
first of all, you in front of your children.
Yep.
Secondly, I don't play like that. Like if it's
Yeah.
I love it. I love it when they get mad because we out in public and I won't speak. They don't want you to speak, but because you're not speaking and you go on about your business and you truthfully not, you see them watching you, but you not giving them no attention. I love it how they get so upset. Listen, there was this dude. He was married, honey. Got a kid, honey. Me and Bay. It's been several years since he and I messed around, but me and Bay was in Kroger, girl. Him and his wife was right in front of us.
Baby.
Ooh, that shit. When I tell you I chuckled and kikied and just had a good, and it was a good day. I was cute too, honey. Yes, God.
Stallion, baby.
You hear me? And I'm with Dan. I'm like, this, that, and it's been a few years, honey. I want you to know I got a text message that night from his ass.
Because he missed that. He missed
it. Was good seeing you. Who is this? Bitch, I know exactly who it was. Who is this?
My damn house.
Right.
I'm like,
But you want to know the truth? I've gotten to the point now in my evolution and in who I am. I've worked so hard to accept myself that I will not be a secret.
Yeah.
I've gotten to that point where I just can't do it no more. Now, back then it was cool and I was fine with it.
It was cute.
Why?
It was cute.
All this crying, my mama hating me, getting back to loving me, hating and confused with myself, going through this process. How dare you assault my evolution and ask me to be a secret? It's like literally, I look at it as an insult to my community.
Right.
I can't do it. We're not gonna go down that road. So if you're insecure within yourself, you need to align yourself with somebody that's of your frequency. Because I'm not.
Be that. Be
Point blank. Period. No, I'm not.
I put clothes in closets. I don't go back.
Exactly. Right. And I gotta go through what I gotta go through for being out, and then you walking around you with the people that's bashing me because you ain't out. Oh, absolutely not.
That part.
They try to make you feel bad. Oh, that's what it's me. Yeah.
Now that's the one thing I didn't experience. Like actually, all of the ones I did that was actually very overprotective of me to the point where it's almost like you're gonna out yourself if you keep on.
I used to think that was so cute until I realized how dangerous that was.
Yes.
I'm like, oh man, he loved me. That's why he liked that. He don't want me talking to you because he loved me.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, well, bitch, no, he want to control you. He's looking at you like you his property. Like it's different, but I didn't know the difference then. But yeah, we'll get mad if you talk to it. I mean, mad. I'm like, oh girl, no, I can't do this. You need to get your thoughts together, honey.
Exactly. What really woke me up to that was my last year of high school. I went through it with this one boy. Mm-hmm. I thought he was very protective, but honestly, he was very abusive. Like he would literally all this stuff. Like if I even looked at another boy or if I talked to another guy, he would just honestly start coming up and hitting me or throwing shit at me. Like, why the fuck you? And I was like, okay, well maybe it's just because, kind of we guys, whatever at the time.
Yeah.
But then, like, it took my teachers and other people, like adults, saying, like, no, you're being abused. I'm like, oh shit.
I know, right? But I ain't gonna lie. In the beginning, I was like, oh my god, he likes me like that. Oh my god.
I was like, oh no, he just likes me. He's this and that. But then it took me a while, like, oh hell no.
Yeah. Realize that the reason why they're trying to control you is because they can control themselves.
Exactly.
They don't have self-identity, and they don't have self-control. They don't understand who they are. So what they're doing is projecting their insecurities upon you.
Mm-hmm.
So since they can't leash their identity, they want to leash you.
Yeah.
And so you go through all that suffering, then you lose yourself because you're putting your identity in another individual's hands that can't even control themselves. So it's continuing the dysfunction and causing the brokenness. I got tired of that.
And you know what? In my trans brothers and sisters,
yes,
they go through it a lot too because of the fact they run across these men that like what they like, but then they also feed off of our challenges. I'm not gonna call them insecurities because I'm gonna say challenges. They feed off of our dysphoria. You know what I'm saying? To try to wiggle their way into our lives to get us to bend to their will. You know, why wouldn't you do this for me? But I love you, and that's all we want to do is to be loved. So, oh my God! But now I just want to fight hoes when I hear shit like that. I'd be like, girl,
because you know who you are.
Right, girl, don't let no nigga do this to you. Don't you be out here getting no phone in their name. Like, no, and your name for them. Like, don't you buy that ragged ass no goddamn car. If he get his own car, bitch, y'all both walk. Like,
Right.
don't you know, like,
Period.
Yeah.
Y'all.
Absolutely.
Anyway, I'm sorry. I done got on here and started talking. Let me get back to my floors.
Well, y'all, we have came to 2 hours and 40 minutes.
That's crazy. That is crazy. What did I say? I said an hour. Look what happened.
Right.
It always happens with
Welcome
me.
to the chats.
Right.
In my chats, they something serious. It's always like this.
And it is. And it is, honey. We get on here and get to talking. I'm dropping lyric.
I love you, Savon. I love you.
I'm about to go, but I do love all y'all.
Love you too. Make sure you rush your bag, auntie girl.
Hey, girl.
Girl,
We love you too. But before you get out of here, do what
Save
you know.
on the builder.
Save
Right.
on the builder. You know what?
Go ahead and tell them where to find you at. We know you got a show on Saturday.
You can find me at the hot spot. This Saturday I will be having a show. I've gotten my stuff done, so I'm going to talk about the Vegas experience this Saturday, and also how this bitch tried me in one of the stores there. So
Oh, well.
join us Saturday so we can talk about them scamming holes and all of the other things that we went through. And I'll try to have some vids and some pics if you haven't seen already. And they'll this Saturday at 8:00.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get ready for reads, girl.
I mean, there will be some reads because this heifer really did try me, girl. That shit was
We need
fun.
a Dear Renter segment, honey.
Right. That's
Dear Renter, honey.
Real. I liked it. That's dope.
The Save On Experience proudly presents Dear Renner.
Okay. It's gonna be that story this week.
Right.
It is.
right.
She tried me. She really did. It's so funny. And then, of course, if y'all saw my videos, so Jasmine. So my friend with the crop top.
Yes.
She's also a Sag baby.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I really wanted you guys to, meet up.
It'd have been nothing nice.
Baby.
At all.
Girl, listen, walking around with everything. And her grandmama called her and was like, you realize that you're not in Florida. You're actually you need to put some clothes on. You see, she didn't.
Right.
No, she let the camel and everything hang out.
Everything, baby.
Was that the one you was telling to walk?
Yes, that's my sister. My sister with a pussy. Yeah.
Where do we come up with these things?
What is she?
That's exactly what. That's what I said. That's what she is. That's what she was giving.
Oh, I hate her.
She was, honey. It's SWP.
Like, what's wrong with her?
Wow.
Yeah.
Where do we go from here?
Just receive it.
My God.
Just receive it. Let it soak in.
Bibi
Ashando. Yes.
Well, I thank God.
They coming from Africa, I'm telling you that.
You're an angel.
Hey, Bibi Ashanto.
Yes. Yes, God.
You got my number. Just call me. Just call me.
Right. Oh my
You know
God.
what? My God today. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get it ready to get out of here. So Lily, tell them where to find you at.
You can find me on Instagram.
Oh, hold on before you do that. Sorry.
Ooh.
Sorry about that. Go ahead.
No, you're good. I always come off with the sickening commercial. Yes.
I mean, isn't it cute?
Okay. So for those you don't know, I am the founder and CEO of Path to Sugar, which is a genderqueer styling boutique. I am working on some new things, so make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the email list. You could do that through the website. You could also find me on Instagram, The Great Alexander. Alexander with a Z before Z after the X. Make sure you like Mother's Channel. Please go ahead and check out Lyrics official on all his platforms, and make sure we are tuning in to Savon's experience tonight this Saturday, honey, because Auntie is about to give us the tea, honey. And good night, y'all.
Okay, Silent. You know you ain't got me no pictures yet. I need to make you one too for your channel.
Oh, girl, I'll give them to you soon, too. Girl, if you want to see my crazy ass and my nerdy ass talk about music on my channel, girl, go to Silent Artist. There is reaction videos for all the content that you would like to see there. I am a week or so behind, girl, because I had a lot of stuff, and the girls don't want me to have shit on here because of copyright. However, girl, I will be continuing to release stuff, so stay tuned for that. Make sure y'all hit this like button and subscribe button. Y'all know y'all enjoy this conversation, girl, because that's why y'all been here for this long, girl. It's almost 3 hours of us talking, so you know you had to enjoy it. So hit that like button.
Ooh.
And we will see y'all asses later, girl.
Ooh.
Bye-bye.
Okay, panelists, last things for Lyric before I sit y'all down for a second.
Ooh.
Thank you so much, Lyric, for bringing your words, wisdom, and spirit to us tonight. Because, honey, when I tell you, this is what we needed to not, I don't want to say in 2020, but to begin, just begin. That's it. You don't even need a year to it.
Mm-hmm.
At all, girl. I needed those cuts. That's all I'm going to say. Is I needed those cuts. Needed the cuts, okay?
Hold for a second, y'all. Please. Lyric, once again, we started off with us and it's ending with us. So before you leave,
Forget to
don't forget y'all, Lyric does have music available on Spotify. So go out to your nearest Spotify, put in Lyric Music, and you can look up each and everything. And I'm going to bow down, give you my platform so you can speak and do as you need.
Well, this was an awesome experience. And I'm grateful to be on this platform. Make sure you guys follow me on YouTube. I release videos every Saturday. It's Lyric Official, LYRICK, and also on my Facebook you can catch me Lyric Music, MUSIQ, and you can catch me on IG at Lyric Official as well. And to all, as I call my people who follow me, my evolutionary manifestors, keep striving, keep working, keep evolving, and keep transforming into the person that you were designed to be. Ashe, kings and queens.
Ooh, now how the hell am I supposed to come behind that? I'm gonna try my best. ladies and gentlemen, I thank each and every one of y'all for coming in and rocking with me for this 3-hour concert. It was something that I think that each and every one of us needed. And again, Lyric, you just don't even realize how much you came through and not only blessed me, but blessed my audience. And from that, from the bottom of my heart, I do thank you. I thank you for coming in, not only sharing the wisdom that you have learned, the elevation of who you are, but you just came in and you just blessed all of us with a word. Every one of us needed some form of a word, and I do thank you. I thank you for showing up at a time of need that I needed someone to give me not only the validation that I needed, but for someone to step in and to tell me, you know, you're doing it. You're doing your thing. So I greatly appreciate each and everything that you came, the nuggets, the wisdom, the angelic voice that you have. And I don't understand why you was at that place, but that's neither here nor there. I'm grateful again for you allowing us to participate and enjoy in your gifts. And like I say, once I said always again, God only made only one of you. If you cannot be who you are, who the hell else is going to be? Until then, peace, love, and have grace, y'all. Thank you. Oh, don't forget, Discord, Thursday night, we're doing a movie. I don't know what it is, but we're doing a movie. See y'all Thursday.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face.